Hey everybody. Hey everyone. Let's see. Is everything working? We have the sound. So I'm on my new computer. So this is the first time I'm streaming on this computer. And now I'm looking left and I'm looking right because there's 3 screens instead of 1. So it's a lot easier. I like the haircut. Thank you. How you guys doing today? Let me put the music on. Let me know if the sound is good, if the game is good, too loud, too quiet. I'm happy to change it all. And now I can see chats on, like, I have 24 inches of screen showing me chats instead of like 5 inches. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hi everybody, nice to see you. Hey, thank you, Colin. Yeah, it's been pretty good PC so far. Pretty damn good PC so far. Okay, let me get this thing done. I always have to start like the worst daily quests when I start streaming. Hi everyone. Hi. I'm never this early. Yeah, you're early. I even started 5 minutes earlier than my countdown. I was just setting everything up, but actually this computer is working so well that I didn't have to set up too many things. So how are you guys doing? On YouTube and on Trovo? How's everybody? Sorry I haven't been on for the last few days. Been setting up the new PC, but now I'm here. How much for your old PC? I mean, my old PC is a gaming laptop. It's not that bad, but my girlfriend has claimed it now. Because she didn't have anything to really like do any PC stuff on. He looks even cuter than before. Thank you. Do I look like more HD in this PC? I mean, the webcam quality didn't change, but you know, maybe the rendering quality changed. Okay, let's see. What's the spec on the new PC? So I don't know it by heart yet. So I learned the graphic card is RTX 3070. So not the best of the best, but pretty close. And then the let's see, what else is there? The motherboard is a i9 11000 something. Like apparently it's very very good. That's like the best thing in my PC. And then I have like 16 gigs of like DDR4 RAM, and I have a 1 terabyte SSD, which has some specific thing, which is like the best SSD that's available in the market or something. I don't know. I don't know much about PC. I used to, not anymore. I had Tech build it for me, so you know he basically. Well, we went on the website and we built it together, but he told me which piece to get with what, depending on the budget, and I just built it. And then it arrived yesterday, and then I built it yesterday, or arrived the day before, but... Now we can do Cyberpunk without the lag. Yeah, I can run Cyberpunk on max graphics, and I have no lag at all, so... I wanted to buy a new GPU, but thanks to Scalper, I'll have to wait till next year. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I got okay with what I have, but I know there's a lot of Scalper that making a lot of it impossible. It's kind of annoying. I'm good. How are you, Dana J? Let's see. Being stressed because of college? Because it's a finals, right? I guess it's finals time, right? Child artifact. So for those of you who want to know my builds for my characters, you can type exclamation mark and the names of the character in the chat. On YouTube, that is. Only on YouTube, the bot works. So you can see my child build by typing exclamation mark child. But artifact-wise, I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm using 2 Noblesse, 2 Gladiator. So that's what it is. Let's see. I guess I could like showcase a receipt, or not a receipt, but like a list of what my PC actually is, for those of you who know what it is. But yeah, I mean, now I got 3 screens because I have ports to put them in, so that helps. And then on my left, I have my OBS running, so I can see my stream. And then on the right, I have the chats, but like the screen is like long, like it's a 24-inch, but like put up, so I can see it like portrait mode. I don't know, portrait mode. I don't know that's that word in English. It's a French word, anyways. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm doing well. Hey, Kigaida, nice to see you. Pretty damn good is an understatement. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's pretty good. Actually, I won a contest making some videos of some game, and I used some of the money of a contest to buy a PC, basically. Let me see. I can probably find the information about the PC. I'm just gonna be in my email 2 seconds, guy. This is not working. There, I'll just put this here. I'm just dragging things around my screens. Okay, so just give me a second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Because I wanna have an idea what I'm talking about before asking me what the PC is. You know what I mean? Okay, where is it? Where is it? It's from Cyberpower, so I know that. I know that part. Okay, I guess this is kind of like. I mean, it's hard to actually show, but I guess I can read it. So I can read it more specifically. So let's see, just to confirm for those of you who are asking. So it's an i9 10900K, and then yeah, it's a. Let's see. Where's the? Oh, it's a MSI GeForce RTX 3070 gaming trio, whatever. A lot of things in there. If you have questions now, I have it open somewhere because I get that question a lot, I'm sure, today. So I'll have it open somewhere. I'll be able to answer. You see the new update, the 1.2 update? Yes, if that's what you're talking about. I made an entire video about it, actually. I made a nice little video about the new update where I recapped everything that was coming. So, what do you think your child team count will be after the new artifact comes out? I mean, I think it'll be pretty similar. I think it'll be Fischl and Bennett again. And then the healer will depend on the content. Yeah, not the healer, but the last DPS will depend on the content. Sometimes I replace Bennett by Xiangling and I put a healer, but it always depends if what kind of mobs I'm fighting in what kind of like area, right? Wait, what is this that I'm doing right now? I haven't paid attention to. I guess this is the thing, right? Oh yeah, this is Bauer. Okay, I can see the chat from like 10 minutes ago, so at least that's that. Let me try and catch up. Present. Hi, Anhans. 3070 is around 2080 Ti level of performance. Nice. Yeah, I mean, what I had before is definitely not as good. So, final cost. It was. I mean, I got it on Black Friday, so it was actually not that bad. It was in US. I think it was like 2400. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, these fun quests. No. Okay, I don't care anyways. There you go. Any more mobs here? Where are them enemies? Really? Stop being stuck, child. There you go. There we go. Any more of them enemies? Okay. You go down. Enough of that. Okay, well, that's that. Hey, Super Saiyan, thanks for the winner. I just started farming last week for AR90, AR50. I'm still not. Yeah, it's a week of resin is definitely not enough. It's really, really pricey. Level 90 characters, really pricey. Let's see. What weapon do you have on Fischl? I have Amos bow on Fischl. Amos bow. Let's see. How are you doing? Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Vampire? Nice to see you. And thanks for the hype as well, Super Sign. Hype winner. All the emotes. I like it. Run the XD. Oh yeah, I guess I could run that, right? Well, that. Yeah, I guess it's here, right? Does that give like a lot of information that's useful? I mean, oh yeah, I guess you can see. My desktop is called desktop. I mean, it shows the core, right? And then yeah, I think that's pretty much. And then this is the video card, of course. I have like 3 display cards. I don't even know how this shit works. But that's a pretty good. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Otherwise, I guess. Okay. Hi BFF. Should I build Mona or Chinkyu support for Abyss 10? I mean, either will work for Abyss 10. They're both water. It depends on what kind of characters, like what kind of, do you have better one-hand sword, like do you have a sacrificial blade for your Chinkyu, or do you have like good catalyst, or, you know, they're both completely competent characters. Mona's a 5-star, so obviously Mona is like, you know, usually more favorite of people because she's a 5-star, but Chinkyu has a lot of value. He's one of the best supports in the game. Hello Xoraz, hey, how are you doing? Did you show your child the artifact once in that video? But when I go over the artifacts in that video, I say exactly what to build and what priority of statistic you should want on the artifacts. So my artifacts are exactly what I tell people to get in the video. So I don't know if I show mine specifically. I kind of just go over what you should get and the stats, because mine are not that great. As in, you know, they have the right main stat, but like the secondary stats are like, you know, not that great. I mean, it's attack, hydro damage, and crit, right? But like, you know, look at that. There's nothing great happening here. They're like small crit rate that didn't roll once. Like it's you know, this one's okay. That's about it. Who is a good 4-star sub carry for child? Sub carry as in support. It's like for child. I mean, Official is probably the best, and Xiangling is amazing too for Vaporize. Thoughts on Guan Yu? I mean, before we actually see what her kid does, it's gonna hard to have thoughts on the character. I am not very inspired by aim shot charge like characters, but we shall see. I'm not a big fan of like aim shots in general, like charge aim shots. Like, I mean, I just, as a main DPS, I don't know, and as a support, like I'm unconvinced, but we'll have to see her abilities and her constellation and her scaling. Because if her aim shot do less damage than my child, like, I would not use her, you know what I mean? Like, if my child can do better aim shot and it has all the melee stuff on top of it, like, I'll definitely be not using Guan Yu. But if her aim shot do, like, so much damage that it's, like, actually really worthwhile, well then. Hi, Arsenstone. How you doing? Hi, everybody that just joined. And thanks for following for those who just followed as well. Okay, let me kill this thing here. Nice Rune Hunter. Any more of them? No. Do I have any more commissions? No, that's about it. Okay, well, let's teleport here. Hydro team, here we go. Yeah, Hydro is gonna be very, very OP come next next patch. I think Shao is gonna be the #1 DPS in the game with that new Hydro set. It's just too good. Even having 2 pieces is gonna increase his damage like crazy, because it's gonna be better than Gladiator, that's for sure. Hey, yay, nice to see you. I'm free to play in Razor main, and this morning I got Wolf Greystone. Is it good? Well, that's amazing. Wolf Greystone is the best weapon for Razor right now. I mean, I think forever. Even the new weapon that has physical damage is great for Razor, but Wolf Greystone has like such high scaling and high base damage. It's really hard to beat. So yes, it is very good. Let's see. Is leveling to 90 worth it? Yes, for your DPSs, specifically for your main DPS. But I needed something else. Like, as in the Abyss, level 90 DPS will hit really hard. And then getting the weapons level 90 is going to be the biggest difference that you can make. But you don't need all your characters level 90. You really just need the ones who do the most of your damage. So for me, it's like my 2 carries and my my sub carry, which is like Official, right? So like my support DPS carry kind of thing, which does the most amount of damage in my team. So it's Official, Diluc, and Child, who are level 90 for me. Guan Yu is Ice Amber. I mean, I think she's going to be significantly better than Amber. But yes, it is basically Ice Amber. Okay, do I have anything left here? No, I don't. Okay. So I guess it's time to spend some resin. I realized Albedo would be useful for Lisa's E or Klee. Kind of weird playstyle. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very specific playstyle. It doesn't work with my builds, really. I mean, I could do like Diluc plunges, but like, why? We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. Let's go here. You pronounce Xiao like child. But there was a leaked vid of Ganyu charge doing over 60k. I mean, if she does do that kind of damage with her charge shots, then it'll be interesting, you know? Because my child can do like 25, 30k easily, and he's not an aim shot build. Like, I don't even have Wanderer's troops and stuff, right? So, you know, you'll have to see the scaling. You'll have to see the scaling. Which AR should I start prepared to AR 450? I mean, around like 47, 48, you can start preparing. You will be like, you can prepare a starting at level AR1 and you won't have enough. Like, as in, you'll need a lot for AR 50. Like, even when I was preparing and I was using max refreshes every day for weeks, I was nowhere near ready when it came out, because you need like just so many materials for level 90 characters. So I had to farm like still at AR 50. But it's fine to farm at AR 50 too, because you get better reward at AR 50. So now I'm farming a little bit of everything right now. I'm gonna prepare this for some of the upcoming characters. What else do I need here? Oh yeah, it's Sunday, so it's like the garbage day. I mean, actually, I need these three, so I'm gonna go here. My Luke has 1700 attack using the BP sword, but his crit is... yeah, and that sounds really good. I mean, the attack is obviously a little bit low, which can be fixed by getting, like, you know, better maybe artifacts and stuff eventually. So crit damage and crit rate will be better the more attack you have. So if you were to increase your attack slightly by getting one more artifact, your damage will, like, explode quickly, and that's kind of how it is. But, I mean, 1700 attack is still pretty good. What you need to prepare for a 50? Well, you need to prepare, like, you know, when you have level 80 characters, you need to prepare, like, this kind of stuff, right? So you'll need, like, 20 of the materials, so, like, for 5 characters, the seeds, and you need 6 of these per character that you want to bring to level 90. And it's really, like, you need a lot of this. Like, you will have, like, 40 of this before you have 6 of this. And then, obviously, like, these kind of things, like, you know, there's some needs for these things, but... So I had, like, for 3 characters, like, I was nowhere near ready. This might have been asked, which is better on child, R5 Rust or R1 Skyward Harp? Right now, R1 Skyward Harp is better when child is level 90 and you are your weapon is level 90. Skyward Harp outperforms because crit outperforms just normal damage attack kind of thing. But with the new Hydro set, Rust R5 might become better. I am not sure. I don't have the information there because it's not, we can't test it. I think R5 Rust might become better than Skyward Harp because of the way the new Hydro set will work. I mean, even if Skyward Harp is better, it's like slightly better. It's not better by much right now. The only reason it's better is because crit scales exponentially the more stats you have. So when you're level 90 with level 90 weapons and you have really good gear, crit will bring you more value than just damage, just because of how like exponential it is. But that's, you know, that's something that could change with the Hydro set. Excuse me. My Razor just hit 10k per auto. Nice. He's growing up. Okay. Oh, I hate this stupid domain. I should have brought my down now. There we go. Okay, let's kill this one. Where is this guy? I'm here already. No! So annoyed by this. And then he teleports when I ult. Now you better get hit by my ult. You better get hit by my ult. Let's heal my Diluc quickly. Heal up Diluki. There we go. Wait, can I heal here? There we go. Some healing. I forgot those. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to farm. The Crow artifact seemed OP. I think so too. Yes, I think so too. AR-47. Yeah, so AR-47, when you were saying that you're farming or you're 1700 attack, like that's still very decent. You'll get like at level 90, you'll be like at 2000 easily. What else do I need to farm? I guess I can farm gold. Guan Yu is budget Diona. I mean, she's definitely gonna be good, better than Amber, but I just, it's hard to tell when we don't know whether, like, you know, if, like, what, we're about 10 days away from the patch now. If 10 days away from when Zhongli came out, you guys asked me my opinion about Zhongli, considering the, like, the information that we had, it would be a complete different scenario than what actually came out when Zhongli came out, right? So the problem is that they can change things anytime. So it's hard to make a guess. I think she'll be probably decent if they want people to pull on her. I think she'll do good damage, and she'll definitely be like about charge shots. But is it going to be good on the meta with the Abyss where you're getting attacked, where like it's hard to land charge shots when you have mobs attacking you in the Abyss, right? Like you can't see around you. Like, you know, when you're in this mode, like you can't see around you a lot. And then, you know, it takes a long time to charge up things, right? And it's like aiming, like as you can see, it's not great. I mean, obviously I'm not the best aiming guy in the world, but like it's so easy to waste 3 seconds charging a shot and then miss it, while you could have just been doing damage like this without having to think about it, right? So I see that Guan Yu might have some issues there, but we'll have to see what it looks like when she comes out. Yeah. I think she'll be good, but I think she will not replace my DPSs. And if she's only meant as a main DPS, like I don't think she'll replace the likes of Deluxe and Klee and Ketching and Child. Like she'll be good, but not good enough to replace them. So that's my issue with her, right? If she's a support, then she might be good. Supports are great, but we don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. The problem is that if she doesn't have, like, I mean, her supportive ability, like, her ult is kind of supportive, and her E is like a taunt that supports, I guess. So she could be a support, but she, like, Amber is not really a support, so you wouldn't really play Amber as a support. So I don't know. I don't know. C6 Razor is very strong, very much so. Let me see if I can read up a few questions. There's a lot of stuff here. I thought, well, you guys are talking to each other. I got Zhongli accidentally in my 36 pull. Well, that's lucky, I guess, but I know what you mean. Hey, Shadel, nice to see you. I'm at 10 pulls, but my next 5 stars guaranteed character banner. I'm not pulling until Xiao. That's a smart strategy for sure. I'm sorry, Xoraz, what I must do. You cast me on fire. Thanks for the fire. What is next? I guess I'll just farm gold while it's the time. Because I don't want to do... I mean, I guess I do artifact domains. It will depend on how good she applies cryo. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The charge shots is, like, kind of awkward. But yeah, like you say, if she applies cryo very well for pyro characters, that'll be good. That'll be good. I don't want to farm more noblesse stuff. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, her E, if her E is like Amber, like it doesn't apply cryo often enough, and her ult applies cryo, but it doesn't last long enough to really do it. So, like Diona's ult applies cryo. I don't know. You know, it's tough. But she might, if there's a low cost on her ult and she can cast it over and over, without issues, she might be very, very good. You know, it will really depend on how easily her ult can be used to keep casting cryo stuff. Catching best talent. I don't have catching build, but you can type !! Catching in the chat and you'll get a guide that we made about catching. Good night, Ukram or Urekum. Urekum. Guan Yu will need a shield to waste time in the Abyss. I mean, she might need a shield to be able to do stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna be like. I got a little scared when I hit the mod launch and it was like I got fired. Oh, you hit it? I know what you mean, yeah. No, you're not. You don't get fired. Don't worry about that. What's a French word that us Americans pronounce horribly wrong? All of them. Yes, all. I mean, I'm not around Americans pronouncing French words very often. I know it's most of them for sure, but I don't know. What's a French word? Oh, I'm gonna die. They pronounce the S? Oh yeah, I guess I know what you mean. Yeah. So like, you know, when in French you have like to say de or like them or stuff like that. The words are like les or de or mais or whatever, and then the words is written like les or mes or whatever. But in French you say le or les, not les. But Americans say, like, they pronounce the S basically like, at the end of the word that is not supposed to be pronounced, and it sounds very funny. That's true. That's a good one. That's a Reesby's pet peeve. Okay, let me try. I lost a character here already. That's not great. I don't like when my characters die. Okay, let me try and kill this shit without dying more. There we go. Right, let me deal with this annoying guy. There we go. Hey, is Guan Yu good? I don't know yet. Oh, hey, how are you, Pookie? Nice to see you. I'm good. I'm good. Freeze comp OP in 1.2. I think that I don't think they will be OP, but I think they'll be on par with the same damage as fire comp, which is going to be a nice change. I mean, they're definitely going to be very strong. They just like, I mean, it'll be like, you know, Chongyun will be similar to the Diluc in terms of damage. I think probably a little bit less because it's getting a 5-star. Like if we get a 5-star Chongyun kind of character, like he would definitely be on par with Diluc with the new Cryo set. How do I become a moderator of this channel? I've never been a moderator. I mean, I kind of just we select moderators depending on people who are there often, answering questions and helping over a period of time. Basically, it's kind of random eventually. But we're thinking of running some kind of moderator thing on our Discord. So like to people to apply basically, as in like if they want to be a moderator and like do stuff and help. So you know, can stay tuned with that later on in the Discord. It will be something like that coming eventually. Connoisseur is always pronounced connoisseur. Yeah, connoisseur is the way it's pronounced, but I know people say connoisseur. I don't know how you guys say it, but that's a good one, Arsene. So, your reason she's around the house, but she's not on the chat. I don't think. She's snacking. Let me try answer a few more questions. I was AR30. Yeah, Mora is very expensive. Yeah, Mora. I mean, Mora. You need so much more. It's insane. They say less. Yeah, I know, right? Écureuil. Yeah, that is a good word. Yeah, let me type it in chat, guys. Say this word in English. Écureuil. That's how you type it, right? So, guys, the ones on Trovo. This is the word. Écureuil. You have to say this word in English. The French word is écureuil, but it means what is it? Squirrel. Yeah, that's the one. Should I max my second Skyward Harp official to replace Rust R5? Oh, if you have two Skyward Harp, and you're using one, I'm guessing on like Child. I mean, it's the best in slot for official as well. So yes, you definitely could. I mean, you know, getting R2 Skyward Harp is amazing, but getting Skyward Harp on official and on Child is also amazing. Rust is really good if you're using that character as a main DPS though. Like if you're actually using the auto attacks official as a main DPS, Rust would be good. But if that's not the case, then you know, yeah, Skyward Harp will perform better. Like, it might not be worth leveling a whole new weapon to level 90 if you're, like, for the small difference, if you're using Rust, like, to full potential. But if you're not, then it's definitely worth leveling the new weapon. Fall down already. There you go. Imagine if the Hydro said all these hits would be, like, 10,000. Like, all these 6,000 would be, like, 10,000, almost. Or probably, actually. Come here. There we go. Wrong way. Let's see. I wish I saved my mana. I mean, there's still a lot of time left for the contest or for the giveaway, so don't worry too much about that. Is Reese fighting with Taboo? No, she's not today. I mean, Taboo is not fighting today. He's doing okay. Look, I did this, like, freaking Lava Walker. That's all I get. Like, all I get is Lava Walker. My life is just a lava lie. So bored of Lava Walker. How do you pronounce this? Tour le jour. Do you mean tous les jours, maybe? It would be T-O-U-T, not R. But yeah, tous les jours means every day. Do I keep my mana when this thing reset? On the 21st is the contest ending. I don't know about the rocket though. Can I please have your Skyward Harp? Yeah, I know, right? Will 4-piece Noblesse still be good for Diana and Barbara after the new sets come out? Yes, because Barber will not like use Barber will not use a Hydro set, and Diona will also most likely not use a Cryo set because you're not really supposed to attack with Diona and crit and all that stuff. Like the Cryo sets are for damage dealers, not for supports. Like Diona and Barber want either Maiden Beloved or Noblesse. That's their best sets, and that's not gonna change, I don't think. Lava Walker for life. Yeah, I know, right? It's like the pain of my existence. Electro needs buff. Yes, I do agree that Electro needs buff. Not, I mean, the Electro reaction needs buff, not the Electro characters. The characters are good. The reaction sucks because you don't have a amplifying reaction like Melt and Vaporize. You don't have that with Electro. You have Electro Charge, which is AoE, but it doesn't multiply. It just duplicates damage, so it'll never do a big crit. I mean, it'll do an okay crit, but never like insane. So yeah, it definitely does need a buff. Hi, Dad. Hi, Colin. Nice to see you on YouTube and on Trovo. There we go. Come down here. There we go. Man, I look at this ult. I can have this ult up all the time. Kill him. There we go. Look at that damage. Have you seen something more satisfying in your lifetime? Because I haven't. I need to zoom out. My camera's too zoomed in. There we go. Ooh, nice damage there. Hey, 18,000 damage official. Holy the mana. Hey, thanks for all the mana, guys. There's a lot of people casting crazy amounts of mana. Xoraz will... Oh, yeah, no, I answered that, right? Yeah. So Taboo is going to be even more of a good boy. I mean, he has his days. He has his moments. Where did I go? He is seeing a dog trainer now, so we'll work on him. The main issue with Tabs, our dog, is anxiety. He has a lot of anxiety, apparently. I mean, we knew that, but we've been confirmed that he has... oh, thank you. He has tons of anxiety, and he just doesn't know how to manage it. So we might get him some Prozac. For real, though. Maiden for Diana and Barbara. Yeah, Maiden... I mean, the thing with Maiden, it's really good, but once you get very geared, you don't really need... Like, you can full heal without the needing of Maiden Beloved. Like, my Bennett doesn't have Maiden Beloved, and I never die. I mean, I never die. I never die if I play, like, well, you know? So, it is really good. Maiden Beloved is really good on the healers, but eventually you get to a point where they're so geared, your characters and your healers, that they don't really need Maiden anymore. You can switch to Noblesse, and they can take care of you having that set for you, you know what I mean? It's safe to assume that Lava Walkers on the studio and Maiden Beloved drops are definitely higher than their counterparts. It is 100% safe to assume that, because I have most definitely seen that trend in my life. Okay. Why no Chi-Chi on your team? Because I don't need two healers. And Ice doesn't really go well with Child because, I mean, it's not terrible, but it doesn't, like... Other than freezing the enemies, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't add for reaction damage of any kind. So for me, I don't find having Ice in my team useful. I much rather have a healer that's like Bennett that gives me a huge damage boost on top of it all. So yeah. I mean, I do have Chi-Chi for the Abyss, but I actually replaced Chi-Chi by Diona now. When do you think the Child Banner will return? It's gonna take many, many months probably, I think. Sadly. Who's your favorite chat mod? Wait, mine is Cyan. My favorite chat mod is Reesby. Wait, Reesby is giving me... Ooh, that's hot. Just put it here. Thank you, though. She's bringing me hot tea. Let me just put my chair up. Poor Taboo, hope he learns a lot. I mean, he's definitely doing okay. He's happy and stuff, but he definitely wishes we had a yard. Okay, don't forget Souffle. Souffle, you mean? Yeah. Okay, what artifact set will be best for Child next update? 4-piece of the water set, for sure. For sure, 4-piece of the water set is gonna be best for Child. Okay, well, 2-piece water and 2-piece Noblesse could be very good. 2-piece water, 2-piece Gladiator. They could all be options, but I think water will out-damage everything. Hydro set, I think. We'll have to test it out for sure. Definitely at least 2 pieces. Hi, Freevo. Hi, Chigo. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Please don't mute me. That Shin Fischl Child combo. Yeah, this combo is pretty sick. If Chinkyu was like not water, I would love it even more. Like, I love this team, but like, I have water resonance right now, which like I don't care about. Like, I wish this was anything but this, right? Like, I would much rather have like a fire Chinkyu or something. Like, but it's still very good. It doesn't do mixed reactions with Child. It just doesn't. It just adds more damage, which is fine for this domain. But jeez, the chat is popping off. I'm gonna try and answer as many people as I can. Let's see. Let's see what can I do here. Can I make my C0 Child main DPS? Yes, you can. Rizby just putting her finger in my face. I can't hear what you're talking. It's for Haven. Haven, it's for you. Play with Diluc. Well, I can't play with Diluc in this place, because this is the anti-Diluc set. Can I see your Chinkyu build? My Chinkyu build, yes, I can show you. I do have a full video on Chinkyu, which is actually my most popular Genshin video ever, with almost 400,000 views. So that's pretty cool. So my Chinkyu build is not the ultimate recommended Chinkyu build. I will change it up once Child gets a water set, because I will use some of his artifacts on him. For now, 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Gladiator, but he does better. Well, he doesn't do better, but he does very well with 4-piece Noblesse as a support, because he is one of the characters I can use 4-piece Noblesse and be very good with it. This is not bad either, though. But the important part is that having energy recharge here, and hydro damage here, and crit rate or crit damage here. You know, you can alternate. Oh, look at these. Look at these. Wow, HP. Wow, thank you for healing bonus Gladiator helmet, guys. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah. And then his weapon is Sacrificial Sword, which I kind of wish I could increase to a higher level. But it is what it is. He's not that strong with Chinkyu because he's only C1, but I use him for the Abyss, for the floors where there's a need for, you know, a character like that. He still does decent damage though. There you go. Look at this. Look at this damage. Boom, boom, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Nice mobs. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There we go. Then you can do this, and then this, and then this. And then this. There we go. More of this, more of this. Look at all these swords everywhere. Like, what is this? This is why Chinkyu is one of the best supports in the game. This is why. Is Xiangli a good main DPS? Yes, as physical damage, she's very good with the Crescent Pike. Very good. What set are you going to use on Child? I'm going to use the Hydro set 4-piece, most definitely. Geo needs buff. Definitely Geo needs a little bit of love. So does Electro, yeah. The T will fully heal you. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why I'm farming this. Like, it's just pointless. Like, it's so pointless to farm this artifact. It never freaking gives me anything. Will the new 4 cryo piece buff my Child if I use Diana to freeze enemies? Well, it will only work with the people wearing the set, right? So if you're not wearing the set on Child, it won't really help you that much. What could help is having 2 cryo in your party to get more crit. Goal right now is to get everybody to level 70 for that free pull. That is actually not bad of a goal for sure. I mean, everyone 70 is a lot, but once you get to a point where you finish the game and you've killed all the Abyss, for sure it can be something done. Okay, let me see what I got so far. Do you think new cryo set will make Frozen as viable as real? I think the new cryo set will make Frozen as viable as Pyro for sure. Cryo, Hydro, Pyro will be the top 3 DPS in the game, with Electro being just behind them. Because right now it's only Pyro, right? It's Pyro. Child is the only Hydro character that really is a god, but otherwise it's only Pyro. Okay, so I got a physical damage Witch Heart. Whatever. What is this? Attack, crit rate. This one's not terrible. At least it has crit damage and crit rate, but I mean, it's just not the right set. Imagine if this one was a freaking Witch Heart, you know? Wouldn't that be great in life? So it's like I just wasted like how much resin for absolutely nothing. Hey, this one's nice. At least it has hydro damage. But like, is it better than what I have? Attack, defense, HP. And this one has crit and attack, so it's not really better unless it rolls crit suddenly, somehow, out of nowhere. I'm just gonna stick to farming like things that actually give me rewards, I think. Like, artifacts is just so terrible to farm in this game. It's like such a bad system. I'm gonna need to level up some characters, so I'm gonna farm some XP. Will the new force set... Oh wait, no, I read that. Is there any info on Hu Tao? Not really. I mean, there is info on what she looks like, but I think she's supposed to use a polearm. I would love it for her to be the Pyro version of Chinkyu, because that would be broken with Child. But I don't have any info. Like, actually, the only info I have... here is my info, guys. This is my info. This is the upcoming characters. I mean, in general. So, this is Hu Tao. And this is Rosaria. So, those are supposed to be coming in 1.2. Those are other characters. Yayo is coming in 1.3 with Xiao. Where's Xiao? Here. So Xiao and Yayo, or I don't know how to say that. Now the other one we don't really know much about. Like, I don't know. Sayu is going to become maybe 1.4. We don't know. Signora is obviously going to become a playing character. So is Scaramouche eventually. We know Dane's Leaf, but we don't know when he's coming. We know Ayaka, but she's not coming for a long time. I have no idea who this is. And obviously we know the Albedo and Ganyu. Beizu, obviously we know he's in the story, but we don't know who he is. And then this one I have no idea, I've never heard of him. Now these two are going to come when Fontaine comes, so the French region. So that's going to be maybe probably 6 months from now. So I think, you know, this is all like, a lot of stuff is, you know, all of this is subject to change. Some of it is from the lore, some of it, like, we know they're going to come, but it could be 1 year from now, it could be tomorrow. You know, no, it's not tomorrow, but it could be next month, or it could be a year from now. Okay, let me see. Is a new forcep cryo gonna buff my child? I already answered that, I think, right? Yeah, I answered you. But basically what I said is that if the new forcep cryos won't work if you're not using it on the character, so it won't work on child. If he's not wearing it, it won't do anything. Let's see. Child full concentration? No, my child has 4. Still good, but not full. Is child good? I think child is currently the number 2 best DPS in the game, and with the new hardware set, I think he will then become the number 1. I regret skipping child for Zhongli. Yeah, you are not the only one. You are not the only one. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, these guys. Come here. Come here. Where is she? There we go. Right, let me loot my stuff. Loot. Okay. Condensed resin. I'm just gonna like refresh a lot of XP and stuff. Like, I want to level some characters up, and I'm gonna like wait to farm artifacts until I think like 1.3, and then I'm just gonna farm the hydro set and then do whatever I can. Like, Diluc is just stuck with whatever he has at this point. Hey, what is this? I want these wings. But I don't... What would it tell me that I had something special? I don't have anything special. There, you're using these ones now. Okay, let me try and catch up on some questions. Can you post this picture in the Discord? Yeah, probably can. Actually, let me do it right now. So for those of you who wanted the picture of all the new upcoming character, it will be in our Discord in the Genshin Impact screenshot section. Actually, I'll put it in the resource because screenshots is gonna get buried very quickly. And resource, and it is a resource. It's upcoming characters. So there, it's in the. Wait, is it working? Wait, it didn't work really well. Let me fix that for you guys. Delete. Okay, 1 second, guys. I don't know. It didn't, because it's not .jpeg whatever. So let me Let me make it a JPEG. There we go. Save desktop. There we go. Perfect. Now it's gonna be fine. Okay, it's in Discord now, guys. I made it work. I made it work. Okay, what's next? I guess I can go this way. Okay, let me try and have him put some questions because there's a million questions. It happened. What happened? Did you get a string list finally? It could be tomorrow, but not tomorrow. It's true. Are the Fontaine twin both girls? I don't actually know. I have no idea. I haven't read up on it. I think it's one guy, one girl. Let's see. Let's see. Are you sure you should reveal this stuff on YouTube? I mean, MiHoYo can't do anything if we're not if we're not in the PTR, if we're not in the PTR leaking stuff that comes from the game. They can't do anything once the information is data mined from their game. They legally are not allowed. There's a law that prevents them from doing anything about. It's called the fair use law. If something is released out there, like you can't show gameplay footage of the beta and stuff like that, right? Like you can't take videos and all that stuff. That's like not allowed. But like this is like data mined from their own story, from their own games, from their like it's people they use the game that's publicly available and they data mine it from there. So if it's there, it's it's publicly usable at that point. Like the only thing that people got strike on YouTube for was using child fight in the beta. Like when the beta of 1.1 was not out, I mean when the game was not in 1.1 yet, someone went in the beta and fought against Child when we didn't know Child was a boss, and then they used the gameplay of that fight to put it on YouTube, and that's what people got in trouble for on YouTube, because you can't use video footage of something that's not allowed, but like images that are part of the game like that, they can't do anything about that. Which is why people like the ones who leaked and got in trouble for like the strikes on YouTube, they only got like one strike for that one video. They all got the strike for the same video, the child leak. But they never got a strike for all the other stuff where you leak like the materials needed to upgrade a character and the abilities, the skill, the pictures of the new characters. Like there's nothing they can do about it. Control C into the Control S. Wait, what? Well, I mean, Control C. I get. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I want to save it on the desktop because I just wanted a better picture. But I know what you mean. Okay, I'm not answering any question right now. I'm very failing. Notre fierté québécoise. Let's see. Yutao Files got changed. She's a 5-star now. Is she now? Huh? That's interesting. I have no idea what to expect about these characters because it's too far. It's too far. The story. Hey, thank you for the information, Felicia. That's really cool lore story. Yeah, I know it. Then Dane Steve is not going to come out for a long time. For sure, not for a long time. Look at how much attack my Diluc has. It's crazy. Kaya is from. Yeah, I've heard about this Kaya thing being from somewhere else. Finally got Bennett. How should I build him? Type ! Bennett in the chat and go watch that video guide. It tells you exactly how to build Bennett. This is the way I use him, and this is the way I clear Abyss 12 with him. So yes. Are you happy with new PC? Yeah, I mean it's working very well. I have 3 screens now. I can see the chats, I can see my stream, and then I can see the game, and it's very high quality. And then I can play Cyberpunk on max graphics without lagging. I hope Dendro is good. Yeah, me. So do I. So do I. Okay, if I miss your question, don't worry. Well, don't be afraid of asking again. Congrats on getting your item, by the way, Super Saiyan. Congrats on Stringless. Finally. You had to wait for me to stream to pull, so that's the tip, right? Diluc feels so weak after I changed Forglad to Forwitch. He does his E and then no damage. Well, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, mine doesn't feel weak at all, but he's definitely weaker than Klee or than Child. Do you have like attack here and then power damage here and like crit damage? I mean, you still need. Jesus, I keep alt tabbing. You need some really good amount of crit for Diluc to really work, but this I can guarantee you does more damage than 4-piece Gladiator by a lot, like by a lot. But you do require like a lot of good stats for it to work well. But I mean, the problem is like Diluc is like, he has a lot of downtime. That's what I don't like. Compared to Child and Klee, there's a lot of downtime where he does only normal attacks and doesn't do much damage. But if you do E 3 times and then you ult and then you normal attack, it's going to be fire damage boosted by the set. That's going to be your best source of damage. And then when you're out of fire damage abilities, then it's time to switch to other characters for like buffs and stuff. If you stack Diluc with EM, I don't know how much damage it's going to do with Dendro, but that could be, like, he could work really well with Dendro indeed. It's going to be depending, because right now the Dendro effect doesn't do much damage at all, but it's not really implemented fully yet, so... Okay, let me kill this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping that Rosaria, I want to go for Rosaria when she comes out, so that's going to be something that I do. Let me do I'm going to do a few refreshes today to prepare. I also have to do my food delivery still. Hey, Xoraz, hey, Dread. Thanks for the shiny uni, Super Saiyan. That's a cool unicorn. I want a unicorn like that. Sorry? I woke up the baby. Hola, hi. How you doing? Nice to see you guys on YouTube. Every game... Wait. They leak their own stuff because they put the file in the game before. Well, yeah, that's exactly it, right? So if someone goes into the beta and releases information, that's one thing that we can still talk about because that's too bad. But if someone releases content from the beta and that's like specifically said, like, you know, that this is their property, right? Like, it's like secrets information for the company. But the information, it doesn't matter. It's the content that you can't release, like the footage. But the information, like, we know that Rosaria's coming, and we have pictures of her because they've already leaked that she's coming at some point. They put it, like, if they don't want the stuff to get out, they won't put it in the game files, right? So that's kind of what it is. Like, that's why people, when they go and they say, like, oh, don't post about leaks and stuff. I'm like, well, you put them in the game file so that people post about them to get them hyped to spend more money on your game. That is how it works, right? That is how the industry works. It's different than if you go in the beta and you share... video footage. But when they go online and they say like, oh, we are taking action against leakers and stuff, 90% of the time it's just scare tactics. They don't actually do anything. And like when they do something, it's because someone broke an NDA, which is a legally binding document. They can't do anything else though. And again, they guarantee you that they're putting a lot of these leaks on purpose so that people get hyped and spend money. It's like someone said in the chat, it's common practice. This is what all the companies do. It's just normal. They do that so that people get, like, you get tricked into thinking it's a leak when it's actually revealed, but they fuel it through content creators instead, you know. So yeah, don't get played and don't be scared. We won't be in trouble for talking about leaks. And you know, we go on websites, like, we don't go in like the beta and break our NDA. We don't have an NDA. We don't go in the beta in general. But like, as in, we don't, like, we just go on websites and speculate and talk about it, have discussion, theorize about the future. We don't confirm and like showcase anything. You know, it's just to have fun. So. Can Blacklift Slasher 50% crit damage alone outshine Prototype on boss fight? Yes. Blacklift Slasher is going to do more damage than Prototype once you have really good stats and good gear on your characters. Crit rate will outvalue Prototype's attack and stuff.
This place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
I'm making my Keqing work as main DPS. I mean, Keqing can definitely work. She's not as strong as like Diluc and Klee, but she's really not far behind. She's very strong. Is Diluc, Sucrose, Diona, and Mona a good team? Diluc, Sucrose, Diona, and Mona. Well, you have Diona with Diluc. We like that. Sucrose, Mona. Yes, that's a very good team. Very good team. You have a lot of elements. I like it. I like it. I rolled the same crit damage as you, Diluc, and everything went into energy recharge and defense. Yep, welcome to the most painful part of this game. This stupid artifact farming garbage. It's bad. It's really bad. Now, I have a gladiator piece here with damage. I should... Wait, let's see. Do I have another gladiator piece that's good? No. I need crit rate on the Luke. I have an attack piece here from the witch set, right? So I also have an elemental mastery piece. I was thinking of putting the elemental mastery piece on the Luke, but I don't know if it will really, like, he does good damage, but like half of his attacks are not vaporize or melt. So what else do I have? I do have another attack ones here. Attack with crit rate. I do have quite a few choices here for attack. that I could remove. Then I could have, like, this is Gladiator, so now it would be Witch. Then I could remove this one for another power damage bonus one, right? So I could go here for power damage and then use like this one, which is equally garbage rolled, but I mean, it's better than this, right? 14 attack, like at least this one has crit damage and energy recharge. I wish there was one with crit rate. Like I wish there was crit rate on any of my freaking gear once in my lifetime, but it is. Otherwise, I could reroll this one, or I could switch this one for another crit damage something. Or do I have any crit damage? Man, it's so bad. All these artifacts are so bad. I need like crit damage here and then crit rate down here. Is it too much to ask? Yes, it is. Okay. Can you show your child build again? Sure. Well, I have Skyward Harp, which obviously that's the best weapon for him. And then I have 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Gladiator. And then there's like attack, hydro damage, crit damage. That's how I have mine. And like I said, a lot of the sets are not rolled really well, but I'm waiting for the hydro set to really farm. So I'm saving all my fragile resin until the hydro set's out. Okay, let's kill everything here. Let's kill these guys. Okay, let's loot everything. There we go, there we go. There we go, condense. Okay, maybe I should do a food delivery. What do you guys think? So, I hate the food deliveries with a passion, and I found a nice trick. I mean, it's not like a trick that I found. Someone told me about it, which is probably obvious to most people, but I'll do it if it doesn't work. Congrats on 40k. Hey, thank you, Blades. Yeah, we hit 40k subscribers on YouTube. We gained 20,000 subscribers since Genshin Impact came out, so we doubled the channel, which is pretty great. So thanks to all of you guys for being part of that, and thanks for all the ones who subscribe on. We have like more than 3,000 people on our Discord too, which is great. She used a pole arm, so yeah, the next Rosaria is like cryo pole arm basically. I mean, with 4 Glad, he's stronger. Why you say is more damage? Glad gives 40% for normal attack after ult, and also not after ult. Well, I mean, Glad is definitely weaker than Witch on Diluc. Like, Diluc, like, Glad gives 40% damage to his normal and charge attack only, right? So when you press E on Diluc, like this, no 40%. This, no 40%. This, no 40%. This, no 40%. So the only thing you get 40% damage on Diluc is this, auto-attacking, right? And you don't auto-attack that much on Diluc because the E cooldown is very, very low, right? Like if you play Diluc, you do this, right? You press E, 1 auto-attack. You press E, 1 auto-attack. You press E, 1 auto-attack, you know? And then you have like, what, 4 seconds to wait? Like, you know, it's really not that long. And then if you have your ult, then it's all fire. Now, with this set, this is 38% power damage total, right? With this and this, so it's 2% less damage than Glad, but all of his damage is power. So it's almost exactly Glad, but it works on his E and his ult. So there's no way that it's weaker. It's literally the same thing, but it works on more of his abilities, and you do like more than 60% of your damage output on Diluc comes from your E and your ult. Not like probably even like 80%. Like this. I barely do white damage on Diluc. It's so rare that I see white numbers on Diluc. It's so rare. It's almost never. It's almost never, literally. So this gives you as much damage as Gladiator on his normal attacks when there's fire applied, so after the ult. And then all the E abilities and all the ult, it boosts them, which Gladiator doesn't. And on top of that, you get all this extra damage on Vaporize and Melt, which you should be doing if you're using Diluc. So it's like, it's just, this is at least like double the amount of damage that you'd get from having Gladiator, because you're not supposed to do auto attacks with Diluc. You're just not. Like, you're supposed to do a few here and there, but half of the auto attacks you're gonna do are gonna be after your ults. And then, like, you know, if you do E and then this, and then, like I said, like this whole combo that you can do, like, there really isn't much of a cooldown. And then during that cooldown, if your ult is not ready, well, go on your other characters, press their abilities, like do your stuff, and come back, and their E's back up. You know what I mean? So it's really rare that you're gonna have to use Diluc's actual auto attacks that are not in fire. For me, at least, I mean, my damage is way better without Gladiator. Gladiator is really trash on Diluc because you're really not supposed to do auto attacks that much. Okay, let me see. Would you still run power damage goblet over attack even if the substat is bad for Diluc? Yes. like I just said for this set, power damage works for everything, right? Like everything he does is power damage, almost everything. And if you have good energy recharge and you ult more than one mob, your ult is going to be up all the time too. So this 46% damage is basically what it is, right? Like it's huge. Even if the substats suck, which they do for me, as you can see, these are all garbage. I'm still using a power goblet. It's way better than attack. This will give, like, attack, 46% attack will give you maybe 10% damage, 15% damage. This is 46% damage. Like, it's just too better. Too much better. Too good? Too good? I don't know how to say that. Okay, let me try. Maybe I need 2 Anemo in team. I mean, if you have 2 Anemo, it will help, but I don't run 2 Anemo. Like I said, like, the E cooldown is not long, and the ult, if you have energy recharge and you hit more than one mob, it really doesn't, it's not that big. And then you can switch around, and even if you do a few normal attacks here and there, it's not the end of the world. They're not going to be boosted, they are going to be weaker than with Gladiator, but it's such a small amount, like your E's and your ult are going to hit for so much harder that the damage is going to be much better. Way better. But you do require quite a good amount of good gear on Diluc, you know, for that. Like, I do have, you know, a bit of energy recharge here. Not too much actually though, but you know, it's really about, like, I often run Diluc with 2 fire too. Like, I have Xiangling or Bennett with him, so I do have a lot of energy recharge on that. So I'll go on Bennett all the time and give him energy. So my ult on Diluc is really often up. So maybe that's a good tip, you know. But like the equal, like I said, the E cooldown is really not that bad if you use it with like it's like what, 7 seconds now, 8 seconds, and then if you ult, then your auto attacks are fine for a while. And then when you don't have your ult, like I said, when you have the E on cooldown, just switch. Like, you need to switch to official every like 12 seconds anyways, and Bennett every like 12 seconds as well. So if you time it and switch it, like, you will not have much of a downtime. I can probably guarantee you. Is Diluc, Child, Diana, Bennett good? It's definitely not bad, but Diluc and Child don't really go well together because they're both main carries that don't help each other. Is Child R2 with Skywards, Xiangling, Bennett, Fischl good? Yes, very good. I mean, that's all of that is amazing. How many resin do you get full Christian artifact? I've spent thousands of resin and I still have half of these pieces that are trash. So you need to farm your resin every single day for more than a year to even get like half of set that's good. It's insane. Artifacts in these games are insanely hard to acquire good ones. It's stupid how hard it is. It's just stupid. So I'm kind of like done from artifacts. Like, when I have something good, I just whatever. Like, it's so, like, I've said this on many streams before and I'll say it again. You could go in a domain and farm this domain for 180 resins every single day. So it takes 24 hours to refresh 180 resin. You could spend 180 resin every single day on this domain for 365 days, an entire year. And at the end of that year, you could look at all the artifacts you got, and you would still not be able to make a perfect set for your character. How is E cooldown is not long? It's like forever. I mean, it's not that long, as in it's, what is it? It's 10 seconds, and then that starts once you hit, right? So like when you start hitting, like by the time you're done hitting, like it's only like 7-8 seconds left, right? So if you hit and you have auto attacks in between, it's, you know, it's like 5 seconds afterwards, and then that's, you know, that's a few auto attacks, so that's switch characters. I mean, I could I don't know, like I could inspect your Diluc, but like there's not much else that I mean, if you have this kind of gear, like attack, hero, power damage, crit damage, that should be good. I'm refraining from going on people's accounts right now for a little while. Not that there really is an issue, but I have read that if people get hacked and MiHoYo looks at your logs and they see that people have gone into your accounts that are not you, it might be harder to get your accounts back. So I'm just kind of like taking a moment away from the accounts thing for now. Got it. I'm gonna try and answer questions, guys, but I also am not doing anything in the game because I'm just answering questions. So give me a second. Let's see. I wish it was Kung Fu. I do agree. Yeah, we did see the Rosaria constellation, right? But we don't have her skills yet, do we? I've only seen her constellation, but not her skills. She is a cryo polearm character, though. That's what I know. I mean, let me see. Alex sent me something earlier. Where is it? There it is. Copy link. let me open up. Let me open up some Rosaria information here. So this is a good website to go if you guys are interested. You can't see it, right? It's called this Honey Hunter World. Type Honey Hunter World in Google, and then you can see all the characters, all the stuff. This is all data mined from publicly available sources. So this is leaks, but this is like legal leaks, if you want to call it. So this is the Rosaria. Obviously, they don't have a lot of information. She's a polearm, she's cryo, and she's 4-star. This is what they have so far. This is what it's going to cost to level her up. So this, what is it called again? This thing, small lamb grass, and then scrolls, I guess. And then we don't have her talents. We do have her base numbers, which I don't know if they are good or not, but they are what they are. I don't know what she gains. She gains cryo damage when she levels up, I think. Yeah, she gains cryo damage. So that's that. Maybe, I mean, it might change. I don't know. And she requires this diligence books, I think, and nectars. Anyways, we don't have a lot of information, but we do have a constellation here. So this also could be completely inaccurate, could be completely wrong, but it seems to be crit related, like crit increase her attack speed. So obviously this is very, 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 very good. Attack speed is very powerful stat in this game, especially for polearm characters. Extend the duration of her burst by 4 seconds. Now I don't know what her burst does, but I guess she does strikes during her burst, so it's like catching ult maybe. So you get more strikes. I don't know. And then restore 4 energy when you crit. So seems really, really good. I don't know what it is though. And then elemental burst damage by 10% against enemy affected by cryo. So frozen enemies doubled. So again, the whole thing about characters being frozen and stuff seems interesting. Seems good. Seems like it's gonna be good. Okay, let me reopen my chats because I don't see the chats anymore. So yeah, this is what it is, but it is again not confirmed at all. That C1 and C2 look yummy. Yeah, well, definitely. Also, Krasmus, by the way. I don't know if you're like, one thing that's important on the look too is this skill being leveled up. This is like the biggest part of his damage, so this may be why mine is really strong because I have level 9 skill here. Just thinking about that. How do you have such high attack? Because my characters have low attack but attack artifact. It's a Wolf Gravestone. It's 600 attacks plus 40% or 49% plus 20% here. The Wolf Gravestone is just amazing. It's too good to not use. I mean, obviously it's amazing. Like it is what it is. But yeah, it is why I have so much attack. Because if I switch to a level 70 weapon, whatever, my attack drops by like a lot. But I mean, obviously I'm not switching. It is one of the reasons my Duke is so strong. She's cryo. The next polearm Rosaria is cryo, but then the other one, Hu Tao, is pyro. So we don't know what's coming. Is it still no more pulls? I mean, they still haven't fixed anything that people were complaining about. So I mean, it's technically yes, it still should be. Mind quickly show your official build. I mean, if you type !official in the chat, you will get a link to my character build that I made for official. But quickly, I can show you. I have 2-piece Thundering Fury and 2-piece Gladiator. And I have Amos Bow. And I built her with crit and electro damage and attack on her artifacts. So she's built as a DPS almost. How can I farm character XP material? You mean this? Leyline stuff? This is how you farm it. You do ley lines with resin. I do want... I'm not going to be whaling for any of these new characters. I might not even unlock the 5-star. I might unlock the 4-stars just to make content about them. But I'm definitely not going into like pulling Constellation on 5-stars and whaling and stuff. But I am most likely going to pull Rosaria and build her. I don't know how strong I'm going to be able to make her though. Albedo is the third brother of Aether and Lumine. Yeah, I know, right? Like the same character. Can I see the attack difference? I mean, I only have a level 70 Claymore. I don't have a level 80, but... Like, this is... He would have 2100 attack using a level 70 prototype Animus. So, if the prototype Animus... so, he loses like 800 attack, right? But if this was level 90 instead of level 70, he would probably gain another like 200 attack, I would say. So, he would probably be at 2300, 2400 maybe. So, he would lose like 500-600 attack only. Okay, so where does this shit go? Okay. Is my 2 team good? Razor, Zhongli, Xiangling, Bennett, Ketching, Fischl, Barber, Shinyan. I mean, it seems pretty strong. I would say your Razor team is physical damage, but there's no cryo to proc superconduct. So you need cryo to proc superconduct with physical damage dealers. That is what I would change. Yeah, Diluc definitely doesn't need Constellation. He's very strong, but he's very strong with it. Can you show your child? Oh yeah, if you look at the guy, they will have that. I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky with the cryo set, the pyro set. Well, good job on you there. It's really hard to get lucky with those sets, so good job there. Okay, I have any more question? Xoraz pulled 2 War Gravestones. Yeah, I have another one that I've never leveled up. It's not that long ago that I pulled them. I pulled C3 Diluc and Stringless just now. Hey, I didn't know you got C3 Diluc. Congrats on that. On top of that, Super Saiyan. Hey, C Cosmo, how you doing? The most expensive Stringless ever. Jesus, tell me about it. I mean, I know how long you've been doing it. Hey, Yuri Blades, how you doing? Do you think Bennett will be in the next banner? Yes, I think so. I think so. It should be. Do you know the scaling mechanic? Because I'm confused on what skills. You'd have to be more specific about which character and which abilities you mean. And yeah, I just answered you, yeah. But yeah, basically you need cryo to proc superconduct. That's what I would change. Okay, let me do this mission, because else I'm just sitting here answering questions, but I'm not actually playing the game, so people are going to be sad. So I hate this daily with a passion. I hate everything about this. So without sprinting or taking damage, I suck so bad at this. So you have to go there without sprinting and without taking damage. Jesus, let's try. I'm really not good at this this thing. So I can't sprint. It's so hard not to sprint for me. Like, Lord. I guess I should do like 2 Anemo characters and all that stuff. I know you can swim and sprint while swimming though. Ooh. Don't attack me. No. So this is not sprinting. This is swimming fast. So this works. So many enemies though. Don't attack me. No. Okay. Let's not sprint here. Oh, that one's not that bad. If you can just swim like this. This is a good tip to know. Like, swim by pressing shift. Like, don't press shift when you go into the edge. Then you'll start sprinting and lose. But at least this works. There we go. That was easy. I did the other one earlier, but I cheated. So I cheated for this one. Okay, let's see if I can do the last one quickly. What the hell is it taking me at? I couldn't do this. So there's a trick. If you hate this as much as I do, and you can't do it. So like, you know, this one, you have to deliver. You know where it is, right? You have to deliver here, right? Well, look what I did. So if you're really lazy, you just put a portable waypoint, and then you just teleport to it and deliver it. Very easy. Don't have to do anything. You just teleport. It costs you the portable waypoint, but I have materials to make like 20 of them, so I don't care. So that's the way I did it yesterday. Or today, I mean. Because that one is stupidly hard. Thank you for your answer. No problem. Catching best electro swords. I think... What's the best? I don't play catching, so I'm not an expert. I think flute is really good. If you're playing electro build. I just got Diana and Chi-Chi. Which one should I build? I mean, they're both amazing. Diana is more supportive. Chi-Chi is pure healer. They're both amazing though. But Chi-Chi is the best healer in the game. So as a 5-star, if you don't have a lot of 5-stars, I would build like... Can you show your child? Sure. I mean, this is the artifact set. Do you think Child C0 Constellation is good? Yes. It's still no Constellation is needed for any characters to be good in this game. Just use portable waypoint. Yeah, that's what I did today. Yeah, I was aiming at having every 5-star. But if that, yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, there's no cleave for me anyway, so that's never happening anymore. He put the teleporter. Yeah. Teleport time, big brain. I thought the waypoints just work in Momsen. No, they work anywhere. Prototype Renko is good for electro builds. Okay, good to know. Do you know Feral Doto? The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember what that is. I've seen that name before. Congrats on 40k. Hey, thank you. You've been watching since 20k. Well, yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for the support. Yeah, we hit 40k like 2 days ago, I think. So that's pretty good. But thank you for the support. Thank you for the encouragement. Let me drink some tea. Look at this cup. Isn't it cute? Look, there's a little rabbit on it. A little bird. We like cups. Okay. Do you think Razor will survive for late game AR-55? I think so too. I think so, especially with like the new physical damage weapon and stuff, and with cryo characters. Like Razor does well with cryo characters in his party. Cryo characters are looking like to be even better than before. Razor is an amazing character. Razor is gonna be fine for a long time. I like to wish in Genshin Impact. Many people do. Will you be replacing with 4-set Hydro? Yes, 100% I will be replacing for 4-set Hydro. What do you think about my comp? Chongyun, Shinkyu, Diana, Chal. Doesn't make elemental reaction, but decent damage. I mean, again, like you said, it's good, but there's not a lot of elemental reaction. If Chal is your main DPS, like, Chongyun and Chal don't work well together at all. Chal should be used as a main DPS and should have 3 supports with him. Chongyun does not work because Chal doesn't do physical damage, so Chongyun doesn't turn anything into cryo. And then Chal doesn't really go well with Chongyun because he doesn't do anything. Like, he's not a support. Chal doesn't support in any way. I would, like, I mean, that team is good, but I would remove the Chal or the Chongyun, and then you can use it in your second Abyss team instead. Has the new banners been leaked or not? Not really. We're just guessing that there's going to be Bennett and Rosaria on it, but we're guessing. Can we see your child stats? I can show them to you after this. He has every character max translation, every weapon 5-star, and she's okay. Yeah, so he's like a massive mega well, right? This is my child stats, if you were wondering. Wait, is the thing started? Wait, I need to not waste time here. Wait, so I have to do this without doing what now? Without gliding, without taking damage. How are you supposed to do this shit? Without gliding, sprinting, climbing, or damage. So without anything. But like, how do you go down? I can't sprint. Like, I can't... What? There's mobs everywhere. Fuck that shit. Where is it? Oh, it's this guy, right? So where do you have to go to not take damage? Like, you can't sprint, you can't glide. You know... What? That is not what I was planning. Oh, well, take some crystals for free. Okay. So I hate this mission, and you know what time it is right now, guys, right? So this is gonna be what happens. Let's see. Where are these gadgets? Thank you. Now we go back here. Plunge attack. Ah, that's a good strategy, but still too annoying for me. I'm just gonna use the easy way, because why not? Right? I have plenty of these teleport, and I'm never using them anyways, so I have to do something with those items, right? There's nothing else to do with them right now. Sure, I'll deliver it. Sure, no problem at all. No problem. No problem at all. Delivery? No gliding? No sprinting? No problem. There we go. And that's it. Cheating. Yep. Hacking, cheating, whatever, all of it. There we go. Hey, there we go. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, stupid mission. Thank you for your rewards. Thank you very much. Claim. Hey, the easiest 60 prime gem I've ever made in my life. Okay, next mission. Nope, no mission. I hate that mission. There we go. Now that's easy. Like that's some quality content. I mean, they're not like, I have like so many crystals now, and it's easy to farm nowadays. And these, like, you just kill abyss mages. I have like a million of these items on here somewhere. Like, I have I have like 12 purple one. I have probably like 100 of these green ones. Wait, I have a lot. I mean, I don't know where they are. I have a lot of these annoying items. I have 18 green. I have a lot of this, and I have a lot of purple ones because I don't really use them. So I don't need that. And then there's no other, like, there's nothing else to do with this. This is the only recipe that uses this. So if you want to farm these, it's not so hard to find. You just need to go a while. I can craft like 10 more. I don't care. You know. But yeah. I much rather use the teleport point. Is 2-piece Hydro and 2-piece Noblesse or 4-piece Hydro? I think 4-piece Hydro is going to be more damage. But 2-piece Hydro, 2-piece Noblesse is probably also going to be good if you're going to use him just for his ult kind of thing. Farm Loach Perils. The Firefly are annoying, but they're not too bad. But I don't know. Where do you farm Loach Pearls? Plunge attack near the ground is satisfying? Yeah, for sure. When the Hydro set comes out, Child is going to be a beast. I mean, when the Hydro set comes out, Child's probably going to be the top damage in the game. He's already an insanely strong damage eater. With the Hydro set, he's going to be a god. Let's see. 2 Hydro, 2 Noblesse for support, Child just for his ult. I mean, if you like, the thing is that if you're using Child just for support, you'll do like Chinkyu will do a better job for it. Like if you need a vaporized Hydro character to support you, Chinkyu will do better. Child will do nice damage, but he's not like you need to go on Child to activate his ult. Then you get one activation of vaporize, and that's it. If you have C4, Child is a better support because he has Riptide procs. But if you don't have C4, Child is not a good support. You'd much rather have Chinkyu at that point. But yeah, if you were to use him just as a support, you could go 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Hydro set and do fine. Okay. Let's craft some of this. Forging queue is full, of course. We were talking about the delivery. Yeah, I think they're talking about delivery. Can tell me if I run Child as a main DPS, also Chi-Chi, Razor, and Xiangling, just his okay. I mean, Razor doesn't do any, like, if you're using Child as a main DPS, Razor shouldn't be in that team. Razor doesn't want to be any one team unless he's the main DPS. Otherwise, everything else is good, yes. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, you can get a lot of crystal chunks nowadays. I mean, now every day they kind of reset. Like, not all of them, but a lot of crystal chunks reset now because of the new blue crystal that costs resin, whatever, like the mystic ones. So every day you can farm like some stupid amount of crystals if you really are motivated for it. And then if you farm these areas like every 3 days, like before, then you still get a lot of, like, you know, these kind of areas. Like, they still every 3 days, so they're not hard. Like, a fellow Pinoy here. There's a lot of Filipinos that watch us, I think. I've seen a lot of people earlier talk about I've been to the Philippines many times. I like your country, guys. I definitely liked your country a lot. I mean, I did go like the spoiled way, where I was a tourist going to like vacation places, but it was nice nonetheless. I used to know how to say some words in Filipino, but I don't know. I mean, I used to speak small amount of words in a lot of languages, and now I forgot most of them. Okay, what? Let's see. There we go. I don't even like. I have so many core lapis at this point. I'm like, what's that for? What's that for? Not much. Let me go here. I was sleeping on Chinkyu, but the man is a beast support. Yeah, definitely. Like, so when once I remove all of these artifacts, the noblesse ones, they're going on Q for sure. Because he has okay artifacts, like there's crit rate here and there's energy recharge here, but like, I mean, that's not even a good one. But this one has hydro damage, it's okay. They're both shitty actually. If I look at them, like this is the only hydro damage ones I have. They're both shitty. I still need better ones, but you know, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna remove the gladiator. I'm gonna do 2-piece hydro and 2-piece noblesse for Q, and then full noblesse for him, full hydro for him. And yeah, my right now my Xiangling has noblesse oblige, but I'm probably gonna change that. I'm probably gonna put noblesse oblige on Diona, because I don't really need the maiden build up set. I heal enough with her already. Like, I mean, when I get her gear up, so I'm just kind of like farming a lot of stuff just so that I can be ready to like level up gear and stuff in the future. So I do need to farm artifacts, but I need artifacts to farm just to like level up other artifacts, not because I need artifacts so much. Because I don't want to use my resin until I have level 90, well, not level 90, but level hydro artifacts to be farmed. But I need to farm XP and I need to farm more mostly, which is what I'm doing right now. Because I want to level up my characters, and I want to level up like Rosaria, and you know, I want to make guides and stuff. I want to level up everything to like 70 just so I can make guides on them, right? So I mean, I have made guides, so we have guides on all of these. I need to remake my Diluc guide. And I could make a Xiangling support guide, I guess. We need to make a guide on Chongyun, but I'm going to need to use someone else's account because I don't have a Chongyun leveled up. But I want to make a Chongyun guide, especially with the cryo set. He's going to be busted as hell. Okay. I don't need electro sets. I guess I just need this. Okay, Christmas. I mean, I don't know if I'll have the time to look at it but I mean, eventually I will be able to for sure. Yeah, the tier lists at the beginning were so bad. Even I watched the tier lists and I was like, oh, so Bennett and Chinkyu and stuff are bad characters, and I didn't really care. I was like exploring, and then I realized how strong they were, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, how are people rating so bad? There was a lot of misinformation at the beginning in this game. Morning, hi Snowy. How are you doing? Catching guide, yeah, there is a catching guide, but it's a bit outdated because we don't play catching as main. Okay. Oh, I have Diluc in here? Whatever. There we go. I guess you can use fire against him. There we go. Why is this other guy not teleporting to me yet? What are you doing, little boy? Come here. Come here. There we go. Diluc does fine in the fire domain. Even though you get overloaded and you just freaking take so much damage. Hey, witch hat and witch end time. Okay. I skipped Klee because I don't like Lolly. Now I'm having trouble without Pyrochars. Yeah, I mean, I don't like Klee's gameplay at all, else I would have gone for her. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I mean, this will do okay on Xiangling. Because I'm going to use this set on Xiangling, so... Oh, that's a good one. I mean, it's not perfect, but at least it has crit rate and crit damage, so it's better than a lot of other options. I don't think it's good for my Diluc though, because I mean, the crit damage, like losing 62% crit damage, will make me very weak. Even though I do need the crit rate, and then I would have way too much crit rate and not enough crit damage. I need crit rate on the substats of these artifacts, any of them or all of them, and I would have enough crit. But like, yeah, it is what it is. I need one of those with crit. I need one of them with like crit. Can you imagine? That would be so good. Anyways, for now, I'm just kind of like farming stuff up, and then eventually I'll do like a big like cleaning sesh of all my artifacts and stuff. Okay. 44% crit and 170 crit damage, good on child. It's definitely okay. I like crit rate to be more around 50-60% to be optimal, but 44 is definitely okay. Kaya's definitely gonna be very strong with the new cryo set. Kaya's like Kaya's very underrated right now. Like, if I had, like, especially if you have constellations on Kaya, like, he's very underrated. I don't have cryo that or just Diana. Should I pull for Chongyun or wait? I mean, Diana's good, but I would wait. Maybe like if you want Rosaria, she is a cryo polearm, and there is Guan Yu. Oh yeah, I mean, at least Christmas, the good thing is that the first banner had really strong characters as well. Like, the fact that the first banner had Fischl, Xiangling, like, there are two of the best supports in the game, right? So it's good at least that they had that. Like, they're definitely similarly good to, like, Bennett. Like, Fischl is, in my opinion, the best support in the game. There's no other character that enables their element to stay on the ground for 10 seconds while they're not on the ground. Like, Qinkyu does it with his ult, and Fischl does it with her E. They're really hard to beat. Xiangling does it, but Xiangling's a lot less reliable. I mean, as you guys who have played Xiangling, the bear is a lot less reliable than, like, let's say the bird. Imagine if like the bird, like the bear from Xiangling was like homed missile, like the bird. Now that would be next level Xiangling there. There we go. Look at all this damage. Don't even need to go in melee form. There we go. If only I had C2 Qinkyu. That's really what I want next. I want a C2 Qinkyu. Like, if Qinkyu, or Qinshu, I should say, ever comes back on a banner, I'm gonna max him. Like, I need to max my Qinshu. Like, I just need, like, C6 Qinshu is insane damage. Like, mine is so weak compared to what it could be. Is it worth wishing for C3 Benny? No. If you have your Bennett at C2, you don't really need to go further than that, to be honest. If your Bennett's at C2, you're doing fine. Like, C6 Bennett is probably the best support for Diluc, specifically. But other than that, C6 Bennett is actually not great for a lot of characters. And it's useless with a lot of characters. Like, this doesn't work with everybody. This is not bad, but it's really not great. It's really not that useful. Like, when you do a normal attack, when the second... I don't even know how this freaking work. I mean, it's good for, like, DPS with Bennett, but, like, you need to be doing the second charge of Passion Overload. I don't even understand. The translation is so bad here. It basically gives you more damage when you do his Passion Overload, which is his E. Like, it enables, like, more hits with that, I think. But I don't even know how it works properly, and you're not using Bennett for his damage. You're using him as a support and as a healer, right? So... Okay, I don't think I'm going to refresh the 200s. The 200s are a little bit out of my price range. So I'm pretty much done with that. Party setup. Let me go farm some open world stuff, I guess. Let me go farm some mats. What kind of mats do I need? No, that is the question. Let's go here. C6 Shinkyu is insane. Yeah, my Shinkyu is C1. I still use him because he's broken at C anything. Like, Shinkyu is just amazing. But C2 is really good for Hydro characters, and C6 is just broken, the damage. But I didn't roll for Klee, so I didn't get Shinshu. I skipped the entirety of Klee's banner. I didn't roll anything. I rolled one tempo, that's it. And the same for Zhongli. I barely rolled on Zhongli's banner. I am more of a whale-ish kind of player, but I'm really, like, I really skipped a lot of banner. Like, I really focused on the child banner and the Venti banner. I didn't even roll that much. I rolled until I got Venti, and that's it. I got 2 5-stars out of Venti's banner. That's it. I guess I should farm these for Rosaria. There we go. There we go. Give me your loot. Support DPS Albedo. Yeah, I don't know what Albedo is gonna do, but you know the funny thing about Albedo is that his ult does more damage than Zhongli's ult. The scaling is better, the cooldown is the same or faster. Like, everything about Albedo's ult is better than Zhongli's ult, except the Petrify. But that's, like, sad. Okay. Ooh, that was light damage. Okay, let me see. I guess we can go on that little island. I remember Qinkyu with Fischl and Xiangling. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Wait, let's see. Has Qinkyu got a Raider banner yet? Yes, he was in the Klee banner, which was the second banner. The first banner was Fischl, Xiangling, and Barbara. The second banner was Qinkyu, Sucrose, and Noelle. And that was with Klee. Rosario actually uses Valberries? Does she now? Oh, I have a ton of that. I guess the thing is wrong on the... I mean, again, this information could be wrong either way. We don't know at all, but... let's see... What's a good free-to-play bow option for child? If you're free-to-play completely, the craftable one that has attack, the prototype, is the best option. If you have, otherwise, like, stringless would be good. If you have that, it's not free-to-play, but it's available for free-to-play if you got lucky with polls. There we go. Should I one-shotted that mage? There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. Prototype Animus or the Unforged for the look. Well, the Unforged are 5-star, right? 5-star weapons have such higher base damage. Like, I think it's gonna be better. Like, late game, it's definitely gonna be better, the Unforged. Stop going up and... Like, I hate these slimes that just run away from you. Like... Stop running away from me. C6 main character. I mean, main character is a lot better than people think he is, to be honest. I have not seen many people build the main character properly yet. Like, you can build him to be a very powerful, like, physical damage source. You can build his Anemo version to be actually very, very strong damage. You can build his Geo damage to do a huge amount of bursts. Like, if you build Geo the same way you build Ningguang, you'll do a lot of damage with a Geo Traveler. And if you build, like, the same way you build Jean as a physical damage, he'll also do a lot of damage. He won't do as much as Jean, but he'll do, like, close enough. Let me get some crabs here. So tempted to pull for Rosaria, but I don't want to risk getting Albedo. I'm in the exact same situation, to be honest. I want C6 Rosaria, not that I don't think I'm gonna get C6 Rosaria. Like, that's a lot of pulls on one banner, but like, I really want that character, but I don't want Albedo really. And my problem is not really either what I want. It's like I don't have need or space for 2 more characters in my party. Like, I have so many good characters already that I don't want to replace. So it's like, unless they add a third Abyss team, there's none of that shit that I really care about. Like, I don't need that stuff. It's really sad, but it is what it is. Like, I just don't have a use for new characters. Like, I don't want to sacrifice my C6 Xiangling. I don't want to sacrifice my Chinchu. Like, who do I bench for new characters? Like, I don't want to keep benching characters. So like, then in six months, am I gonna bench Rosaria? Like, I just, you know, it's annoying that you always have to bench characters to get new characters. Barbara is not my favorite character. I mean, she's a great healer, but the wet thing makes it really hard to use her in some levels. Albedo, no one wants you. I mean, the problem is that, again, he's the Geo support that makes an elevator that doesn't really do shit for most characters. Like, the character itself is not terrible. Geo doesn't work that well with... I mean, I would use Albedo with Archaic Petra if he was worth it, because Archaic Petra is a great set, but, like, I'm just not a big fan of Geo for my party right now, but I don't, like, what is that elevator? Like, who cares? Like, it's so clunky. When are you gonna have time to climb an elevator in Abyss 12 when mobs one-shot you? Like, it just never is the answer. So I'm gonna have to see what it looks like, but I'm not entirely impressed with Albedo's look so far. Same as Guan Yu in her charge shots, but I feel like, knowing MiHoYo, they want money. They want people to pull on those banners, and if they want that to happen, then they will need to make those characters good. Nice. Yeah, they will need to make these characters really, really, really OP. Otherwise, no one's gonna pull on them. So they might, you know, they knew everybody was gonna pull on Zhongli, even if they made him not that great. So they don't care. They nerfed him, and they didn't give a shit. But they know that Albedo and Guan Yu are not, like... I mean, Guan Yu is it's a waifu, so she's gonna get plenty of pulls, but like, nobody really cares about Albedo. So if they don't make him OP, no one's gonna pull on him, so they might make him OP just for that, right? So we'll have to see. Jean fall damage. Yeah, I mean, Jean damage is not the highest in the world, but her fall damage is really, really what it's all about. The fall damage she causes on enemies. DPS Barbara. Yeah, DPS Barbara is actually not as bad as people think. Can you guys wake up already? Like, hello? Sorry then. Don't shoot me. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. 50,000 damage in his face. There we go. Anything else? That's about it. Okay. So I got what I wanted from here. Now let me go here. DPS Barbara. I have seen some cool DPS Barbara builds. I just haven't been one of those myself. Hi Rimuru, nice to see you. How you doing? Albedo is going to be strong. He plays like Ningguang, drop your skill, then pop ult. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. The problem is that he's Geo, and Geo doesn't do anything but crystallize. So unless you have Archaic Petra, there's not much use for Geo. That's the problem that people have. Like, Pyro and, like, with the new sets, Cryo, Hydro, and the current set, Pyro, are way too strong to be rivaled by a set like Crystallize, like Geo, that doesn't do any damage, right? Like, Pyro, Cryo, and Hydro will do way too much damage for the geo reactions to be worth a spot in your party. In most situations, the geo reactions are not terrible, but they're not worth as much value in terms of DPS. And this game is a DPS race, right? Like, you've been in the Abyss. Like, the Abyss is all about getting something done in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, right? Like, it's what the Abyss is. So you need DPS characters. You don't need supportive shielding characters. It's hit and miss. It's a big hit and miss, you know. Where am I going? If Albedo Elevator plays Ipemna Girl, I have no idea what that is, but that's, I mean, if the Elevator plays some good music, that's, you know. Have you ever gotten 4 gold artifacts in domain? No, I think I've gotten 3 max. Thanks for all the people subscribing, by the way. They're saying Venti banner's coming back. I mean, it's going to come back one day, but it might be in 6 months or something. Like, they're not going to stop pumping out new characters because that's how they make their money, right? So they're going to have new banners for the foreseeable future. There's so many more characters coming in the future, like Xiao, Ayaka. Like, there's so many. Like, it's going to be a while before we see repeat banners. It's going to be a very long while. So we'll see Venti again probably within the next like 6 months, I would say. But there are going to be so many new characters that Venti, when he comes back, might be like thing of the past. Like, because that's the thing with the power spike in these kind of games, right? Or the power creep, as you should call it. The longer these games go on, like, newer and newer characters just become better and better. And then the older ones start losing their value, which is going to happen in this game. And it is already happening in this game, right? Like, Klee was better than every single 5-star that was before her banner. Venti was obviously better than any other character, kind of, like, as his role as a support, whatever. Child is a better DPS than any character but Klee. And then most likely Xiao is going to be similar as Child and Klee. So he's going to be better than Diluc and Klee, better than Diluc and like Keqing, and like, you know, so all the original 5-stars are going to lose their value slowly but surely. And the new ones are going to keep getting better. Ayaka might be, you know, one of the characters that becomes like really, really OP as well. So yeah, we'll have to see. But I am pretty sure by the time we see a repeat banner, nobody was going to want that character anymore. I mean, other than for waifu and like simp reasons. Okay. Any more of this? I ain't interested in Ayaka. I am definitely interested in Ayaka myself. Just because I don't have a really good DPS one-hander. I don't have a character that does DPS as a one-hander. I mean, I have Chinkyu and stuff, but they're not DPS or supports, right? So I like the movement speed thing with the ice, you know. But yeah, this game is definitely fixated on getting more DPS. Everybody wants DPS, DPS, DPS. Yeah, for sure support is... Yeah, power creep for DPS is going to happen. Support power creep is going to be different. I mean, like, it depends on, like, how strong of a support some abilities might become. Like, they might have some abilities that are, like, mandatory. Like, right now we have a lot of shielding supports, but shields is kind of useless in the meta where we don't need that much shielding because we DPS everything... Like, we kill everything too fast. Or we need to kill everything fast in order to do stuff in the Abyss. So, but eventually, shielding might become a meta that you need shields in some levels, like level 15 of the Abyss or something. You can't survive without shields, or then the meta would change, you know? There we go. Klee is still better than everything. I mean, Klee is definitely the #1 DPS right now. But I think with the Hydro set, Child will be stronger than Klee. Just because he has more mobility and more AoE. Like, as in, like, you just go around and you press E and everything's just dead in 2 seconds. It's, like, insane, right? Like, and the Hydro set is going to boost his damage like crazy. So, he's already pretty close to Klee in terms of damage output. So that's why I think the Hydro set was going to take him to, like, the next level. If anything, he's going to be at least as strong as Klee. He's definitely going to be close. Ipem, My Girl is a classic elevator music that plays in every movie. Oh, I see. Yeah, they better... I mean, they won't. I know they won't. But if they did something like that for, like, a character like Albedo or whatever, like, that would be the kind of shit that would make people pull on it, you know? Like, if they had, like, funny music when the elevator or whatever. Okay. There we go. So let me go farm some more mobs. My concern is how much storage my Genshin will hold on my phone once the whole map is released. Yeah, for those of you who play on phone, I first of all, I don't know how you do it. But second of all, I don't know how it's going to be performing when there's more and more content. I don't know what their plan around that is, because most people will not be able to play once the game becomes bigger. Like, phones don't have that much space. Like, this game is going to keep getting bigger. Maybe they're going to load some of it server-wide and you have to load it once you, like, there's going to be more loading screen or something. I don't know. Let's see. How are you liking Cyberpunk? Hey, Vox, by the way. Sorry, I missed you coming in. I'm liking it pretty much, but I haven't played much. I just got my new computer yesterday. I finished setting it up yesterday night. So I haven't really played much of Cyberpunk yet because my old computer was definitely not up to par and I couldn't stream it. So now I'm going to be able to play it on my new PC. I'm going to play it in a little while here, actually. Probably like next hour or so. And I'm going to have a next experience playing with no lag. So that's going to be great. But I mean, I do like it so far, but there's a lot more flaws than I expected. As many people, as I'm sure you're aware, there's a lot of like things going on with Cyberpunk right now. There's a lot of like little bugs and the AI is pretty bad and all that stuff. But the game itself is still a nice RPG. Yeah, for those of you asking for the Discord link, it's in the description of this YouTube video or the YouTube stream, whatever. And the giveaway information is all in the giveaway channel there too. Yeah. He has no data. I mean, for sure, it's not a. He's not gonna be a lowly. That's for sure. Child will still be the AoE god. I mean, he definitely is, and definitely will keep being. The Hydro set will take him to new heights for sure. Okay. Any more loot? I don't even know why I killed these guys. I don't actually really need their loot anymore. I've leveled up all the characters that need their stuff. I mean, the ones that I'm using. Ah, rip. Yeah, Klee is hard to DPS. Klee definitely does more damage than most characters, but she is hard to master, and she's a lot harder on the phones than she is on the PC. So for those of you on the phone, like sometimes Klee is really impossible to play very well. You need to do a lot of animation cancelling and all that kind of stuff. Like she requires a lot of work. If you do master her, she's definitely one of the best DPS, but she requires a lot more work than some of the other DPS, let's just say. That's why I didn't roll. I do not like the gameplay experience with Klee. But some people love it and she's perfectly fine, right? Like it's personal. It's all personal. We need support husbandos. I mean, that's kind of what Zhongli is, but so is Albedo going to be. So there's going to be some Geo support husbandos there. But it would be nice to have like a fire support husbando, that's for sure. I play on mobile too. Yeah, I mean, I tried playing on mobile for a good 1 hour and then I stopped. I just can't. I just can't. Okay, what do I need next? What do I need next, guys? Let's go here. Hello, Derpy. How you doing? What's your Bennett build? So, for those of you who want any of my builds, just type ! and the character name. So Bennett, Fischl, and stuff. I've made entire character guides videos that are like all about 10 minutes or less. And I cover all the items, the artifact sets, the weapons, all of that stuff in the videos that you should be looking for. And that's all the builds that I am using. It's all based off of my experience. So my Fischl build is exactly what my ! Fischl guide is going to give you. Same for Child, same for Bennett. As a quick, the way I build Fischl is Amos Bow, and I have 2-piece Electro set, 2-piece Gladiator. And the stats is attack, electro damage, and crit. And this is how I build all my characters. Attack, elemental damage of their element, and crit or crit damage. That's how Child is built. That's how Diluc is built. That's how Fischl is built. That's how Chinchu is built. All the DPS or DPS supports have attack, elemental damage, and crit. That's always how they're built. And then my Bennett is built the same way as my Diona. They have energy recharge here, HP here, and healing bonus here. Diona has HP here instead, I think. And then you just go for Noblesse Oblige for Bennett. That's kind of how they are built. But the video guides that you guys are going to see in the chat now, they are more in-depth. You know, what you can do. And I do give options for like free-to-play weapons and stuff, like, you know, what's the second best, third best option, all that kind of stuff, and some team comps, like ideas and stuff. You know, I try to be concise and quick as much as I can, but yeah, they have the information that kind of covers exactly the way I play. Okay, let's kill this guy. Give me a loot. I don't even need this treasure insignia. I don't like, which character needs that? I haven't needed that. When the old 5 stars way later down the line will get an enhancement in the form of a special event. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice if the old 5-star gets some extra boost in the future. That would be definitely nice. Will it happen though? I don't know, but I mean, it would be welcomed if it did. And I guess that's what they've done in other gacha games, right? Like, they eventually just boost the old characters by giving them like new abilities or boosted abilities, that you can level up your abilities higher and get a new effect or something. That'd be nice though, because I would not like to like waste. But the thing is also that if there's like a million new characters every week, like, you're gonna be benching a lot of old characters. Like, I hope they do bring back some kind of incentive, or like maybe 3 teams in the Abyss would be nice, something like that. Make Amber great again. Show us your highest damage. I mean, I can definitely do pretty high burst damage on my child. I do a lot of like 50, 60Ks without buffs, whatever. But like, in the highest I've ever done is in my achievement. That was on child. But I mean, if I really want to do like a record breaking, I'd have to go on like the Abyss 7 and all that stuff, and it's like kind of boring. But this is the most I've done. It was, I think, on the Cryo Registine or something like that. 174,000. The problem right now is that there is no mobs that survive long enough for me to actually do big damage. Everything just dies too fast, which is the big problem that I have right now. C6 Bennett is the ultimate support. It's definitely very good, but doesn't work with everyone because it turns every attack to fire, so you don't want to put a physical damage dealer with him. I think everybody's going to get a buff when delusions come out. Yeah, that's true if they're delusions, but would it make sense for all these characters to get delusions? Like, isn't delusions bad? Like wouldn't their like lore prevent them from getting delusions? People are already making guides for Albedo. What is it gonna be? Like, what's the guide going to be about? Like, how to build them when you don't know how the stats work? I mean, there's definitely like Alex was thinking of making a video about like should you pull on Albedo, where he's gonna go over some of the abilities and stuff, but like also mostly kind of like saying the role that Albedo is gonna have, if it's gonna be worth pulling. But it's not a guide, it's just like information basically. I don't even know why I'm killing this guy. I just wanted to kill it fast, I guess. Let me go here. What's wrong with Cyberpunk? I mean, it's really the bugs. I mean, the game itself is fine, but the AI, like the police AI, is terrible. Like, they just spawn everywhere, and they just like, it makes no sense. It's like very non-immersive. And then the other big issue with Cyberpunk right now is, I mean, the AI in general in the cities are like pretty bad. Like, the driving AI is pretty bad. Like, there's a lot of the open world experience is kind of fake. It's not great. People are not loving it. But it's mostly bugs. Like, people on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, they just can't play the game. And that's like almost like 40% of their player base that pre-ordered. So it's a lot of like buggy stuff. People who don't have exceptionally good PC are having a very hard time playing as well. There's just a lot of like performance issues on Cyberpunk. The game itself has good things and bad things, but there's just really like, it's not performing very well, and most people are having a lot of trouble playing it. There's like been thousands of people refunding the game and stuff. Like, it's been a bit like a lot of drama. Like, the Metacritic is like a 2, like the score is like 2 out of 10 right now for like consoles. It's very low. It's like one of the lowest score that any game has ever had. A game of this caliber especially. But I'm pretty sure they'll be able to fix it. I'm pretty sure, like, within some patches in a few months, the game will be very much better. Because when Witcher came out, it was also super buggy, so, and they did fix it, so. I don't mind it. I do have to agree that the open world is pretty shitty though. Like when you like attack, you just shoot one bullet in the street and there's like a million cops just spawning up your ass without any warning. And like if you walk too close to cops, they just start shooting you and they just spawn everywhere. It's like, what the hell's happening? Like there's a lot of like little flaws here and there, but like yeah, that's not my biggest issue. Suffering from success. Yeah, my child is a little bit too OP. I can't really do a lot of like showcase thing. I mean, we did the other day a little bit on some hurlcore, but they just died too quickly. Yeah, the problem is not like it runs really poorly on PlayStation 4 and stuff, but like if they sold the game to a console that wasn't ready to accept the game, which is what like people are like sad about. Like it shouldn't be a game, like you shouldn't be selling PlayStation copies if your game can't run on a PlayStation, right? What are the illusions again? It's like the child the fight for child, like, you know, he becomes like a big demon whenever. That's what his illusion does. Yeah, the illusions are like their vision. So like, you know, all these characters have their power because of this little item here. Like this is vision, and it's given by the archons. Like Venti gave Venti gave all the Moonstat vision, and like I guess Zhongli gave all the Liyue vision, whatever. Now, delusions are like given by like the bad guys, I guess, or the bad gods, or I don't exactly know the full length of the storyline, and they're just basically like corrupted visions, or like an OP version of the visions that are like really, really powerful, and like they have some like downsides, but they make you like really, really OP. It makes like the characters insanely strong, but it also costs them like something. But I don't know exactly in depth the details of that stuff. Diluc got rid of his illusion. I don't know enough of the storyline. I didn't even know Diluc had a delusion. I know Kaya is like not from where he says he is, and he's from a different world. Other than that, I don't know much. What am I doing right now? I don't know. Let's see. Let's kill this one. What do you think of Xinyan? I don't have any physical DPS characters, so for me she's quite useless. I think she's a very good support for physical DPS character. Other than that, she's not very good. I mean, she's an okay DPS, but Razor is much better. As a physical damage dealer, and so is Fischl, to be honest, and so is like Diluc and Klee and Shao and whatever. Like they're all much better than her. As a support, she's great for teams that use physical damage dealers, like Razor, for example. Other than that, like she's not very good as a pyro character. Like she doesn't go well with Shao and stuff. Like she's okay, but her numbers are just not really looking that great. Ooh, 51,000. I'll take it. There we go. Cyberpunk lost some funds, really, huh? I mean, they did recoup their entire costs of the game in the first week already, so they're still doing fine. But yeah, they definitely took a big hit from the release of Cyberpunk being so like buggy and messy. What's your highest Diluc damage? Sure, I mean, it depends. If I go in floor 7 of the Abyss with like Bennett and like I do big crits, I can go like more than 100, like 150,000. But in general, in the open world, like 30-40,000 is pretty regular. They should add skins in the game. They definitely will add cosmetics in this game. It will definitely come. Guarantee you that. But when is the question? I mean, we're getting Sealy pets next update, so you know, pets are one other kind of cosmetic. So we're gonna get skins and stuff eventually for sure. Delusions are artificially created visions. Yeah, that makes sense. The Fetch Shui makes them. Yeah, the Fetch Shui are the ones who make delusions, right? I feel like the Fetch Shuis are gonna end up not being the bad guy at the end of the day. Like, they definitely are a bit of the bad guys right now, but I feel like in the storyline, they're eventually gonna end up actually not being the bad guy. And they're kind of like just wanting to restore like the way the world was some time ago or something like that. And we'll end up being like kind of like allied with us. I mean, we're gonna end up playing Fetch Shui character. I mean, Child is a Fetch Shui, right? Like, so we're gonna end up like playing them and allying with them when we get to Inazuma, not Inazuma, but what's their zone? It's just Naya. I feel that's what's gonna happen. Kaya is Helichurl. I think, yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, I heard the story that like Helichurls are just like there was 8 continent. You know, there's 7 continents right now, 7 elements, and Helichurls are just like an 8th one that was wiped out by the bad guys, and then they just like, you know, they're another species or another kind of like, that's why they have masks on and stuff. Like they're just like, they used to be like human like, and then they got like cursed or something by a bad guy or a bad god or something like that. And like Kaya is like in the same kind of like family as, I don't know exactly, but yeah, I've heard about these kind of like theories. I like these kind of theories, to be honest. I just have a hard time following everything that's happening. If there's guilds, I mean, of course, if there's guilds, we're definitely gonna add like all of you guys. I hope they put some kind of guild system in this game because it really desperately needs something like that. Okay. Doing good here. Time to lurk and start the exam. Have fun, Galaxy. What color pet are you choosing? I don't know. Probably purple. Because there's a purple one, right? Let's see. Lumine is the main bad guy. I think so, yeah. I think Lumine is now one of the bad guys. I mean, she is definitely the bad guys now. But again, I think also the thing that I was just saying about their hill trolls being, they're not bad guys. They're like, you know, these guys were originally another continent and they got wiped out because they were like too powerful or something. And I think they're like misunderstood bad guys. They're bad guys because they got wiped out, but they're not actually bad guys. And they might, I think Lumine is maybe trying to like help them because they got wiped out or something. So they might actually not even be bad guys either. I don't actually know. I really don't actually know, but this is my guesses. Imagine the Traveler's the last boss. On Tenha's channel video where she clears Abyss 12 for 9 stars duo with Cryo character as main DPS. Oh yeah, Kaya, you mean? Yeah, well, Tenha is such a big whale, it's not too hard to clear Abyss 12, 9 stars, I guess when you have C6 everything. But you definitely need Cryo in store. Like if you want a 9-star floor 12, you definitely need Cryo. Which is like Kaya. I don't know why people will shit on Kaya. Kaya is probably one of the best Cryo supports in the game right now. Come on already. Hello, Wargrey. How are you doing? Welcome, Wargrey. Hey. I'm still farming these arrowheads. Hey, Xoraz. Hi, Wigsy. How are you doing? I've watched this child guide, but what are you running now? The Noblesse is in stack between him and Bennett. I'm running the same thing as the child guide. 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Gladiator. Like, Noblesse, the 4-piece doesn't stack, but I'm not using 4-piece, I'm using 2-piece. I am still using the same thing that I was using in my guide, but when the Hydro artifacts come out, I'm definitely going to be switching for that. Blue, pink, or gold? I'd probably go for gold. Yeah, the story is very interesting. I'm also hyped for the lore. I'm interested to know more, because right now we barely know anything. I guess if you read the manga, though, you know a little bit more, right? Kaya is a battery. Yeah, Kaya is definitely a very, very powerful battery. Also very good for shadow comms, because you can have his ult on without cooldown. Like your ult, like his ult can be on 24/7 on Kaya. Like you can just have his ult on all the time. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty much done with all of this. I guess I'm a Kaya main, so Dragon Spine is gonna be fun. Yeah, that's one thing that I dislike about Dragon Spine is that it's, again, very focused on power characters. Not that I mind because I have Diluc, but like the power characters are already the only really like amazing characters in this game because of the way power works and because of the Abyss 12 being cryo. Like I just, you know, I feel like the game prioritizes pyro way too much right now. It's like pyro or nothing. You can do fine with any other, but like pyro is always going to perform better no matter what you use because of the way the game is right now. Where can I read the lore? I mean, there's a manga, and then you can read, like, if you go in the story of the characters, you can see more. It's all over the place. No, I mean Shenyan with Diana Duo. The team is Bennett, Chongun. Wait, so Shenyan is his main DPS? I mean, his Shenyan is C6 with Wolf Greystone, though, right? I mean, Shenyan is definitely not a bad DPS, but like C6 with a 5-star weapon, she's definitely great. But if you give the exact same gear to Razor, he's still out DPS Shenyan, right? But because floor 12 is cryo, obviously Shenyan like probably shines in there. That makes sense. But why did he use that? He has like a C4 Diluc or some shit. Why does he need a Shenyan? The problem with Shenyan is not that she's bad. It's just her if you look at her numbers, they're just like lower than other physical damage dealers. Like same exact gear, same exact team, and Razor does more damage. It's not like nothing that she's terrible. It's just she's not as good as like currently available physical DPS dealers. Once Pyro Nation comes out, yeah, I can't wait to go with Child into the Pyro Nation and show them. Yeah, Ember is gonna be a must in Dragon Spine. Dragon Spine is gonna be like Ember mains for like the free-to-play. Any alternative to Skyward Harp? I mean, the BP bow, the Blackcliff bow, they're all great alternatives. So is Amos bow, to be honest. It's still a great bow. Any bow with crit rate or crit damage is usually a great alternative, though. Okay. He's actually saying that Skyward is better. I guess, I mean, Skyward has a great effect, but is this Skyward like R5 though? Like, because if you get the Skyward R5, the effect might definitely get stronger than the effect the Wolf Gravestone gives. Because I know the Skyward is really good because of its effects. If you can proc it consistently. But then wouldn't that also work having Skyward on Razor, like the exact same way? The problem, like, as much as I like Tenha, like, the problem with, like, whales are that strong is that when they test stuff with R5 weapons and C6 Constellation characters, it's a lot harder because some of these characters become exponentially better when they use some of, like, these weapons and these characters. Like, some Constellation and stuff, like, make the characters completely different. Like, even me, like, it's like, comparing C4 Child with, like, another would be, like, kind of, like, impossible to really make, like, you know, someone could be like, oh yeah, my C0 child is not doing too great, but like, oh yeah, well, my child is destroying everything. Oh yeah, but of course, but I have C4 with like a 5-star weapon. It's I mean, child is good no matter what, but there's some characters that are not good no matter what. They get much better when they have the right weapons and the right constellation. So it's hard to know, but I mean, I definitely like Skyward, Wolf, like no matter which one of those you have, you're gonna clear all the content easily. My biggest current question is, where does Kaya stand? Oh, you mean story-wise? I mean, I think he's kind of like semi-spy at this point. I think he's not a bad guy. I think he's like working for an entity that we think is bad, but it's not actually bad. And because we think it's bad, he's not saying where he's from really much. But he will eventually come out and say that he's from there and they're not actually bad and they need our help or whatever. Like, that's what I think. Just give me a second, guys. Let me do this. Perfect. The unknown god that took Traveler away is a true 5-star. Yeah, I think that's the real bad guy character, right? But I mean, again, even then, I don't know. Beat people for child, yeah, that's a very good option. It's a very good option. Where's my loot? Wish they made craftable weapons with crit. Yeah, it would be great to have a crit weapon that's craftable, because it's like always the best weapons with crits. Like, I'm interested to like read a recap of the lore at some point. I don't have time to read, like, there's so much lore going on in this game. I'm interested to learn more in the future, though. I feel like they don't, like, unless you go look out for the lore specifically on, like, Reddit and, like, YouTube channels and stuff, it's really not that easy to get, like, there's not, like, a place in game that you can really just go and learn about the lore. Like, you need to be explained on Reddit posts. And I find that is slightly sad. Like, I wish there was a little bit more emphasis on the lore in this game. Lore stream with viewers. That could be done. Hey. You think Child, Fischl, Bennett, and Jean is a good team? Yes. Yeah, pretty much weak Z. Your child deals 6k damage. My child with Rust can't even do that. The thing is that I'm level 90 with a level 90 weapon, and I crit my late game when you crit. That's why Skyward Harp is better than Rust. It's because the crit rate and crit damage becomes more valuable the more gear you have. So when you're really geared, having crit rate and crit damage is even more OP. The more gear you get, the more OP it becomes, right? So, like, only a few weeks ago when I had like C4 child with the same weapon, but I was level 80 and a little bit less geared, my maximum crit on normal attacks would be like 3k. Now it's like 6, 7, sometimes I do 10k damage with my normal attacks. Like, gear really, like, you can go from 6k to 10k crits by simply having like a little bit more base attack, just because of the way like crit work in this game. It's why Skyward Harp is so good. And now with the new Hydro artifacts, it's gonna be even more next level. Okay, I'm pretty much out of content at this point. What else should I do here? I guess I can wait for one more of these. 25 seconds. What do we need? I guess I need some XP. Imagine if Kaya becomes a Harbinger. That would be great. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Let's go get Lynn's trouble. There's a constellation. Yeah, the first constellation does that. Yeah, this one. Why do people scheme over the fact that Kaya literally teleports during his auto attack? Yeah, that is true that he teleports, right? Which is kind of like a pretty strong power to have. Teleporting, like, it's not everybody who can teleport. Where's the loot? Oh, there it is. Lisa teleports too. That is true, though, yeah. A lot of characters do teleport in this game. What's better, to grind Liu and Mondstadt? It doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. There's grindable stuff in both areas. And there's unique stuff to both areas, too. Is it Diluc inspection time? I said earlier, I don't really plan on going to people's accounts just for a little while right now because of the I don't feel as good doing people's account right now because of what I read about the Mario thing that I said. I mean, not that it's a big issue, but like there's a lot of like security flaws and hacking going on right now, and until Mario kind of addresses it, like I don't want to do something and then regret in the future, because I did read that like if your account gets hacked and you contact Mario to get it back, and they see that people have logged in from different IPs that were not yours, they won't get your account back for you. And I don't like. I know people are fine with it and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm fine," but like, if it does happen, there's small chance it does happen. I'm just not a big fan of risking it, to be honest. Okay. There we go. I do hope that Mario addresses the security shit like sooner rather than later, though. Like there's a lot of like things to address right now. Like as in just put a like two-factor authentication already, like. And I can help you with your Diluc without having to log into your account. I mean, there's like, even if I log on it, like, you know how mine is built. Like if it's not exactly this, like, I won't understand any more than you do why if it's not working. As in, if you have the gear and the leveled up talents and stuff, like you should be doing pretty similar. It depends on the weapons and stuff as well, I guess. I mean, it depends on what you're comparing it against, but that's another thing that I dislike. Is I wish there was a target dummy that we could practice on. Like I wish there was something that we could like have a way of testing, because right now we're kind of just like hypothesizing, whatever, like, guessing. Shongyun destroys Oceanid. Yes, so does Fischl. Mario has terrible customer support. That's a fact. That's a fact there. Now, once I'm done, I'm probably just gonna hop onto Cyberpunk, to be honest. Do a little bit of Cyberpunk action. Okay, what's this? I'm just like gathering any kind of mats at this point. I need like hurlcore mats, like arrows, so I just kill everything I see at this point. Any and everything I see. Have you seen other YouTubers? You mean the ones who got also hacked? It's annoying that China server, I mean, China servers always have everything more than worldwide server. Like, game companies like Mario care about Chinese server more than they care about anything else. It's always been the case, sadly. And it is not going to change either. It is their main customer base too, right? Hey, more of these. They said child was a trap banner. Yeah, were they wrong? Were they wrong, huh? Can you give team comp suggestion for Abyss 11 and 12? Well, I can't really give suggestions because I can give them based on what I have, but I don't know. Like everyone's going to be different depending on constellation that you have, characters that you have leveled up, the weapons you have available. Like what I can give in terms of recommendation is like look at what you're fighting against and put the right elements to counter it. You know, that's really what's important in this game. So for 10, you definitely need like Hydro in both teams, even if it's like Barbara or Chinkyu, whatever, like level 1, it doesn't matter. You need a Hydro in there just to break the shields. And then, you know, like the first floor, well, the first chambers in floor 10 have a lot of mobs. So if you have like an Anemo support like Venti or Sucrose, they do well. And the second floor has like less monsters, but they're stronger monsters. So you like more of a single DPS target, kind of main DPS will do better there. Like just these kind of small tips, but it will depend on what you have, like a lot. Why Wild Child ult and melee form, why are the value different on the same group of enemy? Well, because you'll definitely crit at sometimes and not crit. Like all damage in this game is kind of like variable. Like it's from one number to another. Like, you know, you do like 100 to 150 damage. It's randomized kind of in those numbers. And then if you crit, like it can vary very greatly. It's gonna be similar-ish, but like it always can vary, especially when you crit. Did you smash the dude at the hotel? No, I did not. I have heard about the whole Angel thing though, but now I know that Angel is the one you don't choose. No child gang, as they say. I'm in the child gang, except when I'm mining. Then I use the loot gang. I forgot I have snacks here. Let me have some snacks. Are you guys talking about the lore again? I like Genshin lore because it's like watching anime. That is pretty true. Okay, well, we're pretty much out of any and everything to do. So I'll answer a few questions and probably go with Cyberpunk. I pulled Child because its passive suggested that it will be endgame for a long time. Yeah, well, for sure. The passive is really powerful. That's one thing that will never suck about Child. Like, this passive is like unmatched by anyone right now in the game. So once you can take these abilities like when you get like level 15 or 14 and then this takes it to level 15, the damage will be insane. Like the difference will be great.
By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
My Diluc and Child constellation. I have 4 on Child, but only 1 on Diluc. Why mining with Diluc when Ningguang is there? Well, my Ningguang is too low level. I mean, she mines fine, but if I encounter mobs while I'm mining, she just dies. Diluc can actually kill them at least. New players, Amber my main, I play a 1-star weapon. Is 18% substat attack the same as 2's Gladiator? I don't think so. I think like on artifacts, like this percentage like attack gets like all added up together and then added to your attack, and then I think this takes that attack that was calculated and then additional, like I think it's a little bit more valuable. I think this one takes into account more of the attack. Like it takes into account your artifacts already calculated in when it calculates its 18%, but I'm not 100% sure. I think this one has a bit more value than the ones on artifact substats though. I have Chi-Chi. Should I roll in banner or wait? I mean, it's up to you. For Diluc, is Blackcliff Stasher with an Animus? A late game, it will be. Late game, it will be because crit becomes better late game once you have a lot of like high stats. Albedo passive is good. I don't even know what Albedo's passive is. Oh yeah, the one, the crafting. Is it the one that? Is it the? No, it's the same as Sucrose, right? But better. Why mine with any of these trash miners if we have Zhongli? Well, I don't have Zhongli, but yeah, he would definitely be the best miner. Hello, bro. Hi, how are you doing? I think the Hydro set is overrated. Yeah, it's definitely really just good for like Child. It's gonna be good for Chinkyu as well. It's definitely not a great set for many more characters, but for Child, it's very, very OP. And for Chinchu as well, if you're using Chinchu's DPS. The thing is that Gladiator, sure, Gladiator is the same, but Gladiator doesn't work for characters that are not wearing, like, Gladiator only works for wielders of Sword, Claymore, and Polearm. So it skips Catalyst and Archers. So, you know, this is good, but obviously the Hydro set is better when you don't have that. Gladiator will be good for him, but the thing is that 18% attack and 35% damage is going to be still less good than, like, 50% Hydro damage is way more worth it than 18% attack. So 15% Hydro damage plus 30%, it's like basically 45% damage on him, right? So it's going to be like 10% better than Gladiator for Child and for Chinchu as well. Even the Gladiator works on him, but it only works like on I mean, it works on him, but it doesn't have Hydro damage, so the Hydro damage is going to be way better for him. But yeah. It's OP for Barber DPS. That is true. Why is Gladiator bad for Archer and Catalyst? Well, because it doesn't work on them. If you read the artifact, wielder of artifact uses a sword, claymore, or polearm, increase your damage. So Catalysts and Archers, they're not in this, so they don't get this bonus. They're only sword, claymore, and polearm users. So if you're not one of those, which is Archers and Catalysts, then you don't get that damage. I'm heading out for the... Hey, good night, Mr. Maple. Genshin is very big for a mobile game. It is definitely very big. It is definitely very big, but it is slowly dropping though. There are less and less people looking up Genshin stuff. Like the interest in Genshin is like dwindling. But it is still very good. Like it's still very big. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. I will let's see. I want to look at the, like, I mean, I've done this before, but I like to look at the Google Trends for Genshin to see like how much people are looking into it. So this is in the United States for the last few months, right? So you can see that like it went from 100 to like 30%. Well, now it's at 29. So and this is like how many people search anything related to Genshin Impact in the US. Now we can go worldwide. So again, it's the same exact thing. It's 33 instead of 29. And then you can just do YouTube, like obviously because I'm a YouTube channel. So, and it's like, it's a little bit higher, like, but still like, you know, the amount of people who search for Genshin related stuff has dropped down by more than half, right? Like 60% have stopped, right? So there's still a lot of people playing this game, but a lot less than before. A lot less are interested in, like, the people play probably here and there, or they have the game on their phone but they don't play as much, or they stop playing, or they quit. The amount of people that I've had to remove my friend list because they all quit when they reach AR40, it's insane. Every time I go here, there's always like tons of people that haven't logged in for days. Like here's like the 449 level, like the 4 days, 5 days, 3 days, 21 days. There's a lot of them, and I remove them like frequently. But yeah, it is gonna be like every 6 weeks when there's new content, there's gonna be bursts of players, and then when they run out of content, they're gonna quit again and stuff. It's kind of what it is. Ningguang E is weird. I get confused. I mean, it is weird, yeah. It does damage, but also it blocks projectiles, and you can walk through it and get a buff. Hello, streamer and hi, Doom. How you doing? The negative Primogem bugs is I don't even know what that is. Gladiator 2 set, okay. Yeah, Gladiator 2 set works, just not 4 set. Full set Hydro on Child, yes. I will definitely be going for full set Hydro on Child. Mario knows what they're doing. The whales are still spending. That's all that matters. That is true. Genshin Impact is 78 days old already, huh? Thoughts on Zhongli? I mean, I think he's a very strong support once you like gear him and have the proper team for him. But he's not a very like low spender or free to play friendly characters because he doesn't really make your team better. He just helps your team survive and stuff. But if your team is not like if your team requires work, he doesn't really help. Like he doesn't help carry your team. He just helps your team have an easier time, basically. So he's not like a character that like when I put Child in my team and I buffed him and I geared him, he instantly took my like clearing time like twice as fast. Zhongli won't do that. He'll just help. Like he's a good support, defensive support, shielding support, but he, you know, his values are similar to 4-star values. So he is very decent at what he does. He's just not like a complete like game changer, is what I would say, you know. I still did not finish Zhongli's cake. That's funny. Do I even need quest? No, I finished everything. I'm at R52 now. It's growing slowly. Eventually, I'll be 55. So I guess I should probably head on over to playing some Cyberpunk now, because I'm pretty much out of anything there is to do in Genshin at this point. At least tomorrow is the weekly reset, so I'll have a bit more stuff to do. But the problem is that it costs so much resin to do anything that I'm gonna run out of resin even faster. Do Diana cryo set in 1.2? I mean, Diana's a healer. The cryo set's a DPS, so it doesn't really work for Diana. Is Chinchu best support for DPS Diluc? I mean, I would say the best support. Definitely one of the best, though. I did use Chinchu as a DPS support for Diluc when I did that floor, and it did help, yeah. I still don't have enough DPS, but I have no problem surviving if it's 12. Yeah, well, when you have a lot of, like, buffs and defensive and, like, Zhongli and stuff, it definitely helps, yeah. Cyberpunk hype. I love that you guys are committed to making content for Genshin despite the drop-off of players. Once it tanks, hey, no problem. I'm glad that you're enjoying. I mean, you know, we'll always keep on top of Genshin. It's most of our subscribers come from Genshin, so we really want to like make sure that we keep the content out there. Like I have like phases in and out where there's gonna be a lot of like less content where we're like gonna try other games and make content for the games, but we'll never like stop Genshin. And like every time there's gonna be like patches and updates and stuff and like leaks, we'll always try and cover them. So, you know, that's the advantage of having two content creators, is that also we can cover more stuff without like stretching ourselves. Like Alex is playing Cyberpunk a lot more than I am right now, so I can stay on top of like Genshin stuff easier, like, so that way at least it works, you know. But I'm glad that you're enjoying. Thank you. We can expect harder fight. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Spells. I hope there is harder fights and mobs and that we need the shielding characters. I hope that I need the shielding more, you know. Why is it so hard to get Gobbler fire damage? The goblets is like the worst part about this game. What do you think Albedo's role would be? I think he'll be support. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be a support DPS or just a support. I think he might be like really good with Archaic Petra as a support, enabling support kind of thing. Kind of like a Bennett support, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna head on to Cyberpunk, I think. Genshin will be a huge game. Well, Genshin will stay big. As like, it's really gonna depend on if MiHoYo like keeps and get their shit together. If they fix the security issues and they add like content that keeps players entertained for more than 1 hour a day once they finish the game. Kind of like, you know, like me, I can log on, spend all my resin, and do all my expeditions, the quest, like all my stuff in like less than 30 minutes, and don't have to do anything else in the game. You have to do your reputation things and your bosses weekly once. That's it. Like, if they add stuff that requires people to be on for many hours a day, and they add like competitive aspect, leaderboards, more events, that kind of stuff, like Genshin will definitely be a huge game for a long time. But if they wait too long to do it, it will hurt their game for sure. But it's gonna be a big game for many years. By the time we have the 7 regions, like imagine someone who starts Genshin in 7 years or 5 years or even like 1 year, when there's like all the regions and stuff, like their experience is gonna be so different than our experience. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be very, very interesting then. And then for us, like there's gonna be 100 million domains to do and world bosses and stuff. So there better be more resin though. There better be more resin. Child, Diluc, or catching best DPS. Out of these 3, Child. Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, I am lucky that I'm playing on a really good gaming PC, so it's a lot better for me. But it is a buggy ass game, yes. Zhongli, top 2 polearm user in the game. It's true. Hi, I'm new. Hello. Leaderboards, yeah, definitely. I don't use Zhongli. I mean, anyone want more tankiness if you stop die before you get the DPS. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's getting the right mix of both, right? Like, I do definitely need more tankiness in my teams, but I do have the DPS to clear it. So sometimes I have to retry a few times. But yeah, that's why I built Diona, for more tankiness. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna head over to play Cyberpunk. Guess I'll put this here. I don't even remember when that stupid thing is on here. Such an old account. There we go. Okay, go away all this stuff. Look at all these games. So many games here. I've played a lot of games in my times. Okay. Who's playing right now? I don't even know half of these people. Look at Xeno, he's played 43 hours. Okay, so let me change some stuff up. What do you think about Noelle? I mean, I don't play with her, I don't use her. She's fine, but she needs like a lot of constellations to be a really good DPS. Xoraz flexing on us with that Steam library. I've been doing this Steam library thing for a long time. I mean, I've had Steam for a long time, so a lot of these games are from a long time ago. Some of them I've barely played too, which is probably sad. Okay, let's start this. Guess I can delete that. So I have to change the categories on this. So give me a second, guys. Cyberpunk. Okay. I think I'll probably just end the YouTube stream. I mean, do people on YouTube want me to play Cyberpunk as well? I mean, last time it was lagging, but it's not that bad. I can just change the game category and stuff. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'll just edit everything so that it's not misleading. Where is it? Where is my thumbnail? I don't remember my thumbnail. Oh, there it is. My Cyberpunk thumbnail. Okay. Okay, save. Perfect. All done. So I'm gonna switch over to Cyberpunk, guys. Because I have not much left to do in Genshin. But if you have, if you want to keep asking questions about Genshin stuff, I'll be happy to keep answering. I'll be happy to keep answering. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music for now. What kind of game is Cyberpunk? Yeah, it is a single player RPG. Okay, it might be a bit loud, so I might have to get the graphics down. What's your spec on the new PC? Wait, did I keep the page open? So I have like an i9 10800 something, and then I have like a GTX 3070. Okay, I think this sounds a little bit, yeah, maybe not that low. I need to disable the copyrighted music, and I need to censor nudity so that I don't get banned. Okay. Yeah, it is a single player RPG, open world RPG. I mean, not so much open world. There's a lot of flaws with the open world right now, but yeah. 3070 Pog. Yeah, it's pretty great. I feel hurt that I didn't pull for child. Diluc or catching better DPS? I think Diluc just because power is better element than electricity. End game content in general will be necessary. Yeah, I mean, there's a big need in Genshin for more content for sure, like more end game something. I hope they add it because as you see right now, I've been streaming for like less than 3 hours, and I've been taking my time answering questions, doing the events. I refreshed Resin 4 times, and I have nothing. Like I could have done everything I'd done in an hour. Like there's just nothing to do. Like I love the game, but I don't have a lot to do. So I make guides and stuff, and I play every day. But I don't. Like, I wish I could play. Like I wish I could be here playing Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk, but Genshin for like 6 hours straight and have something to do this entire time. But I don't, and that's the problem. Okay, so my game is on complete max graphics right now, which I think it might not even be the great idea because streaming on 2 platforms and being a max graphic, so there might be some FPS. I know there's stuff that I have to disable here. People have told me. I removed the film grain because it's just ugly. What is it that I should disable here, guys? Is it the local shadow? There's stuff that people have said that you have to disable to really help your because everything's on high and ultra. But I mean, I have a good computer, but I think it's not like great. Who else gonna be who else? Yeah, Tenha has put more money than Tecton by far. Tenha has put tens of thousands. Ray tracing, is that what I'm supposed to enable or disable? Because right now it's on ultra psycho. Probably not gonna put shit on psycho. I don't even know any of this shit is. DLSS. This one. So I should put it on performance, you said? Tenha C6. Yeah, Tenha C6 pretty much everything. I heard that, like, I know there's one of these. Motion blur's off, lens flare's off. It's like Borderlands GTA. Yeah, nudity is the best part, but I'm gonna get removed from YouTube if I do it, so. I can put things on, like, high instead of, like, ultra. I mean, you guys can let me know if it's laggy. So on performance, right? Maybe I don't need the lighting to be so great. Anyways, let's see. If it's lagging, I'll shut off things more on high instead of ultra. Hey, nice eyes. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I haven't played much at all in the last few days. So I'm pretty much at the beginning still. What is this? I'm gonna go here. I need to find a card that's not bad. Go away. Who's shooting at me? Bye. It's a nice car. Can I steal it? It's lagging on the stream, is it? Oh, that's a... That car turns. That car can turn. Ooh. I want that car. How do I save a car? Look at that, like, sliding, though. Rip. 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 Driving is not my forte. I mean, this car definitely handles itself pretty well. What are you guys doing in front of me? Go away. There we go. Oh, Lord. It's lagging a lot. Okay. Yeah, I wish they had released a game with less issues. Let me put everything like one lower than it has to be. I mean, I can remove the ray tracing, right? Like, I can definitely play on max graphics. I mean, it's also because I'm streaming on 2 platforms. 2 platforms at the same time is not the greatest thing to do. Like, streaming takes a lot of juice, you know? Man, I want to save this car somewhere. I mean, I'm not lagging myself. As in, like, I don't feel lag.
Loud and clear, you don't need to yell. What's up?
I mean, I did disable the ray tracing, right? I don't need it anyways. It's off, so... Hopefully it should not lag anymore. What type of characters have you... Like, I mean, so far... Let's see, what am I so far? So far, I'm mostly going into technical ability and reflexes for, like, assault rifles. Speaking of which, I'm gonna acquire this. I'm trying to go a lot into technical ability. I'm gonna use, like, guns and stuff. So I'm trying to get the ones that, like, allow you to get more stuff when you're looting. So I guess this stuff. I'm gonna have to read up more on it. I'm getting like crafting stuff right now, just like the stuff that gives you more stuff. I don't want to craft rare items yet, but I want it also doesn't be like super weak. So I'm gonna get a few athletics things. I'm still like just basically building like just the basic stuff right now, but I'm gonna go into assault rifles, I think, and then like tech guns. Okay, I mean, I guess tech guns even rifles at that point. I don't even know. I do have some hacking. I'm still kind of like discovering what I'm doing, to be honest. Let's see. All grenades. I mean, this is stuff for grenades, I guess. Smart weapon. I could do smart weapon stuff. I mean, you can respec this stuff, so I'm not too bothered right now. I'm just going whatever, like. What do I want? Increase damage. I guess I could just get damage. Reduce time to aim. I don't know. I'll see. Do you mind if I cast multiple spells at once? No, of course not. Go ahead. Sure thing. So is it better now? I have a knife too that's actually super strong. How do I get there? Or am I blind or... Or is there something that I'm not understanding here? Maybe I'll actually just go in the back. Still the frame is bad. I don't know what, like, what could it be? Like, I'm on like a insanely strong computer. Like, what could it be? Like, what option should I disable? I just don't understand. Like, my computer, like, I'm not lagging at all. Should I make this less? Like, the resolution scaling? What is this anyways? N3. There, I'll take everything off. Oh, yeah, I've heard that this one's pretty bad too. Where do I go? Is there a way to climb? Got to go. Hey, see ya. I think I might just not. I might just have to end the stream on YouTube, because I'd maybe streaming on two places at once doesn't work. Reducing your graphics shouldn't change much. Well, what? I don't know what else to do. That's the thing. Because my computer is like it's much better than Alex's computer, and he doesn't like that much. So I don't know what. Wait, am I like? I guess I should have listened to what these guys were saying. How do I get there? Can you go like the strip club like in GTA? I think so, but it's not as good as GTA, to be honest, from what I've read. Oh, I guess I can go up here. There we go. That should help. Usually it's RTX or DLSS. I mean, I did turn down the ray tracing. What's the other one? I think I'm just gonna end the stream on YouTube. I think if it's lagging, yeah, it's not lagging for me at all. So for some people it's lagging, for some it's not. That's interesting. I mean, I did remove some things, so maybe is it slightly better now, or is it like as bad? More performance on DLSS. Like this one? I mean, I guess performance is this. As bad here. Interesting. I mean, I think I'll just end the stream on YouTube, guys. So for those of you who are on YouTube, if you want to keep watching, head over to Trovo. Wait, why is my game alt-tabbing? Whatever. Head over to Trovo. The link is in the description. I'm going to keep streaming there for this game. Otherwise, I'll be back with more daily Genshin streams. I mean, most days this week. So, you know, play a few hours of Genshin at the same time as I did today, and then more Cyberpunk afterwards. So yeah, thank you guys on YouTube for being here. And yeah, see you guys again tomorrow, hopefully. And thank you for watching on YouTube tonight. And yeah, make sure to head on Trovo if you want to keep part of the fun. Okay. Let me just